here.
Hello and welcome. The channel is It's Probably Okay. My name's Jason, but I'm not driving this bus. The pupper is, and the pupper sometimes lets Blythe talk. Uh, oh, our channel loves dogs. Oh, and for anyone who was enjoying the No Man's Sky stream yesterday with Sam and me, Janet finally jumped up on my lap at like 10 o'clock at night, not on stream. So she's just camera shy, it turns out. So if you were wondering. But Blythe, what are we doing here?
Well, clearly this is a Luna appreciation stream now because Luna decided to join. No, she's leaving. Okay, so that was a very short-lived appreciation stream. So hello. Sorry my voice is a little hoarse. I have a cold, so I sound like a 12-year-old right now. Welcome to Star Wars Silence in the Force. Woo! This is a fun little actual play where we play test demigods into Jedi gods. Demigods is a powered by the apocalypse system that Jason Mills, who's somewhere on this screen, wrote, and now we're figuring out how to make it all Jedi-y. It's really, really great. But yeah, let's get into who our players are and what's going on here on the It's Probably Okay channel Saturday morning. I hope you've watched your Animaniacs, eaten your cereal, and are now joining us here on this lovely actual play. Let's start with Jay.
Me. I'm Jay. That's me. Hi, everybody. Jay Holtham here, playing your friendly neighborhood pilot and Jedi School washout, Trash Penta. And yes, it is exactly what it sounds like.
Can anybody get through that not hearing the Grease song? That's
No.
Nope.
okay.
Nope.
No, every time I start singing it to myself in my head. One day we're gonna have a whole. Hey Joey, write that musical number.
Okay.
Yeah, just can you finish it by the end of the episode? Actually, that'd be great.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
make
Yeah,
sure-
not a problem. Yeah. You want full orchestration? I could probably do that too.
Yeah,
100%. Why would we not do full orchestration? What are we?
and I can pay you in exposure.
Oh, thank God.
to
Yeah, my rent costs me about 5 to 10 exposure points a month, so that's
Yep.
good.
Yeah, my dozens of followers will appreciate that.
Why isn't this a video game? Why isn't there a video game where you have to collect exposure bucks?
Because it's
Oh
my
my
real life,
God.
and I don't want to play my real life.
Yeah.
Because everyone who could have made it died of exposure.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
All right. Next up, let's go to Joey, Mr. Exposure Bucks.
Hi, I'm Joey, actual 12-year-old boy. No, I don't know why I said that. I'm in a really loopy mood. Anyway, hi, I'm here to be Master Shio Mark, the Jedi Knight, who is the guardian and master to one of the other players. He's super fighty, and he slew a dragon. That's the story, and he's sticking to it. Yeah, super, super fun. Also, because Blythe mentioned it, go watch Animaniacs after this, because it's really, really good.
It's how I started my morning. All right, Pooja.
Hello, I'm Pooja, and I'm playing Kira Wren, the Mandalorian, descendant of Sabine Wren, and the twin to said other member of this party.
And for the final member and the twin and Padawan of everybody, Jason.
Yeah, that's me. I'm playing Kieran Wren, Kira's twin brother, and in this world, actually identical twins, even though we're different genders. So deal with it, Star Wars. Woo! So grew up culturally Mandalorian, educated as a Jedi, and has enjoyed the Jedi archive so much, is colloquially known as the Mandobrarian, and is Padawan to Shio Mark, as mentioned before. So that's that's his thing. So he's a Jedi with, bits like worked into his Mandalorian traditional armor, and last week just figured out how to use his jetpack properly. So it requires some training. He didn't get as much practice as his sister, but I officially got to take it on my character sheet, so now it's a thing I can do. So I think that's it.
Alrighty. So, who wants to do the fun recap for experience point or a threat or whatever it's called? I'm very tired. Who wants to do
Okay,
it?
fine. So last week we dropped off the prisoners. I say last week, but it was was it last week?
It was last week.
Last week. It was last week.
Wow. Okay, sorry, 2020.
2020, right?
2020, y'all. Just 2020.
We dropped off the prisoners at the Jedi Temple. Trash and Kieran worked on collecting info on the Mormon. Kieran is good at this. Trash is on his phone. He also wants to go straight. He
Sounds about
also
right.
wants to go straight to the Sith planet of Doom.
Still sounding like a good idea.
And Kieran found out the general pattern of the temple, of the Sith temple movement, and that it's probably a battle station that's been activated somehow. So fun times. I sparred with Shio and came really close to beating him. Totally, that's going to happen soon. We went to meet with Kagatha the Hutt, and Blythe does fantastic hoodies. It's written in the notebook, therefore it must be true. The informant is an Umbaran bounty hunter, and Kagatha hired her to do a job, and she ran off with the money. So Kagatha would like us to get her back, because you don't steal from a hut. It's a bad idea. We now have a holographic image of her on a bounty puck. So it's nice. It's portable sized. You could put it on your shelf as a display item. But we still don't know her name. Our droid is named Arby now. And now I want a sandwich.
Yeah,
Dion
just
put
not
out
from Arby's.
No, but roast beef is tasty. Dion put out a call to her old contacts and has a meeting with one at a super seedy bar when we get to Coruscant. Which we finally went to, actually took off and we were on our way when we got a distress call from a Wookiee couple, which is the real star of last week's episode. If you have not checked it out, after this, definitely go back. It's in the highlights. It's glorious. Their ship had crashed and their 2 kids were missing, which is awful and terrible. So of course we had to help them attempt to fix that. We heard, little baby Wookiee cries, and we followed them and found a dragon in front of a cave, attempting to make himself a little Wookiee snack. Kieran and Dion connected with the dragon, using the Force to distract it. And then all 3 of them went on a new hunt after Shio. Brilliant plan.
It was a plan.
So Trash and I evaded the dragon to get into the cave to talk to the Wookiee children and try to convince them to come with us. We were real bad at establishing trust. Trash just grabbed the boy child and ran with him. But I managed to convince the girl to come willingly, thus, getting a lot fewer scratches along the way. But we got the kids back to the parents. Meanwhile, at the end of a long chase, Shio had been backed up against a cliff face, and he harnessed all his fancy lightsaber work to cut off one of the dragon's hands, claws, whatever. And it ran off to lick its stump. Dion caused it to, like, she dampened its pain, so it wasn't, because it wasn't evil, it was just hungry. So now it's hungry and hurting less. And we took the hand back for a trophy roast to celebrate Life Day. So while the Wookiees roasted the dragon claw and Shio got his trophy dragon fingernail, we exchanged Life Day gifts. And it was very sweet and poignant. And I gave Kieran a new guidance module for his jetpack. So he's better at that now. And he gave me a notebook planner. So what he didn't realize was that all of our workouts are going to be much more regular and scheduled now. And Shio cleared Trash's tab at our local pub, our local cantina, which is a much bigger gift than you would think it was.
Yeah, a real Life Day miracle, that one.
That was a real game changer.
And since I neglected to write down what those were, like what the gifts were, those are the only ones I remember. So Trash, help me.
I gave Shio a replica of Luke Skywalker's lightsaber.
Oh yeah, so good.
He's so excited about it.
Yes. And what did we give someone?
I gave Dion from her master. I gave Dion a little box, basically saying she's ready to take her Jedi journey and start building her lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna happen at some point.
Yay!
Right. Break my desk. It's fine.
So yeah, that was our Life Day special, and now we are back on our way to Coruscant.
All right, you get some experience for that. A single experience. So you've dropped off the Wookiee family at the nearest spaceport so that they can get home. And now you are headed to Coruscant. And I kind of what's life like on the ship for y'all? What are you doing while you're traveling? If you're in hyperspace, it's pretty smooth. You're chilling.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely saying to Shio, we could still just go. I just adjust some coordinates and we're just there.
You know how badly I want to go, but this is not. Again, like I told you before, if it was just you and me, we'd be there already. But you kind of gestures back to Kieran, wherever Kieran is on the ship. Like, it's not just me right now.
Yeah.
And besides, can you imagine what else is going to wait for us on Coruscant? Don't you want to find out about that bounty hunter who stiffed that hut? Like,
I mean, it'll be fine. It's Coruscant. We've been to Coruscant, Bounty Hunter. I mean, there are some bars I would definitely like to go back to.
But like, we've been to like the surface of Coruscant. Have you been to 1313?
I have not, I'm definitely tempted. I'm totally tempted. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine. But
I hear like that's where shit gets weird.
I'm just saying. We'll just, we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens on Coruscant. And then just see what the next logical step in this journey is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe this bounty hunter has. They have to have some reason, right? I mean, that's got to be one hell of a story.
Yeah, there's got to be a good story there, and maybe some good information, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Good talk. And I think Shio's going to go check in on Kieran and see what Kieran's up to.
I think that depends on whether Kira would want to be sparring. With like.
I mean, if you want to, I was going to choreograph a new dance routine.
Oh, okay. No, you do that. We can find Kieran like doing push-ups over a data pad that it's like slowly scrolling itself, so he's like reading while doing push-ups, which I think is probably one of the best descriptions of Kieran Wren in general.
I love it.
He would have fit in great at Nerd Strong. That's all.
Yeah.
I think Shio is going to pick up because why not? Because I like tropes and things that are in the movies and callbacks. Pick up a helmet with the blast shield down and toss it at Kieran as he's doing push-ups. Heads up!
Oh, yeah. I'll like flip and grab it and like land on my back. Like, this isn't my helmet. Mine's stowed properly.
Yeah, I know. We're trying something.
Oh, okay. I'll, like, get up to my feet and.
Yeah, so you're gonna put the helmet on.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to just pick up some things, some soft things, and it's your job to block them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done an exercise like this since when I was a youngling. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. And I'm gonna start by like actually throwing the things that I'm holding, and then as you block them, I'm gonna start using the force to pick them up from behind you and start throwing them the other direction. So you're getting attacked on two fronts.
Sure.
And see how well you are at sensing them before they come.
I think that's gonna be a weird roll.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I was just about to ask that. Let's see. My weird is +2. That's right. I'm the consular. 9 + 2 is 11.
You did it.
I'm just like Neo. In the rolls that don't matter, this is what I roll big.
I mean, you did it. For this session, you will get what was the roll?
An 11.
11. You'll get a +2 to any sensing or force things.
Ooh, okay. I'm plugged in. I like it.
You honed up.
Dorklord candidate in the chat. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Shio Mark, probably. Well done.
That's yeah, very much that.
I did wonder about his definition of soft.
Yeah, right.
Things that don't have a sharp edge. Blunt objects are
everything that isn't a lightsaber is soft.
Right. Wild card.
All right, and Kira, what are you doing?
I have drafted Arby into helping me choreograph a new dance routine, which is also like it kind of doubles as a kata.
Okay.
So I think Arby thought it was just going to be like playing music for me as opposed to being my partner in all of this. So it may have been a little bit disgruntled when I started flipping it up in the air.
There's lots of
It's like, stay on beat. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Just stay on beat.
I'm thinking of that noise that R2 makes when he comes shooting up out of the swamp.
So yeah, there's lots of angry beeps at you, but also like at one point he does start to attempt to keep the beats on beat to the music.
Yes, that's the important bit.
At some point, like he gets kind of into it, but he's not a fan of you picking him up and flipping him around. He's like, "Wait, that wasn't what I agreed to. What is this?" Do you
well,
also
next time you could take my part. You just have to learn it.
Like, will you teach me?
Absolutely.
He's like, I knew I liked you. You're his favorite now. You and probably not Kieran, because Kieran hates him.
Well, I don't.
Hey.
How do I hate Arby? I might have forgotten something.
You asked for your own astromech droid and offended Arby, and then got mad at him.
Well, Arby belongs to the ship, and I want my own.
You've officially offended Arby, so
Oh,
Arby
okay.
is very
Well.
mad at you.
I think also at some point last session you said something about him, and he knows what he did.
Yep.
Like
Mhm.
there is a little bit of animosity.
All right. Yeah. I think Arby probably favors a particular astrogation calculation that I consider radical and like a little out there, and I prefer the more tried and true method of astrogation. And Arby and I have some back and forth about these calculations.
Arby is just like, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just programmed this way. A lot of like arguing about programming. But yeah, okay. So y'all are hanging out. Trash is piloting.
Yep.
Still very heavily trying to convince Geo to just go to Moraband.
Yep.
Just go there.
And I also stay out of the RB conversation because I'm the one who programmed him. He's doing it the way I like.
Arby has no
Love that.
Arby likes everyone except Kieran right now.
That's cool.
After I backed you up in that bar fight?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
Such
You
good
were-
backup.
You were great. You were great.
Yeah, I was
much.
ready to intercede.
You were just right there on the edge.
Yep.
Right there.
Also, if Kieran doesn't have someone to pedantically argue academics with, then we all suffer.
Exactly. Exactly.
RB is our Kieran tank.
Yeah.
Yes.
You all occasionally will get the RB just storming out of the room going and just like very angrily can't handle whatever Kieran just said.
Mhm.
Lots of debates and arguments and lots of RB reeling away. RB is like less selfish Chopper.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're hanging out, you're getting ready. Course, as far as I know, is still set for Coruscant. Unless Trash, like I'm giving Trash the opportunity to do what he's gonna do, but
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I thought about messaging you privately to say, "What if I just did that?" But I'm not gonna do that.
okay.
I'm gonna be a good player and play by the rules and actually do the thing I said I was gonna do.
I'm giving you the options here. So you come into Coruscant and you land by their kind of Jedi temple. Their what used to be the main Jedi temple is now just a kind of God, why do I always forget the word for it? Embassy now. It's still beautiful and elaborate, and they've tried their best to preserve kind of what it looked like. So it's still very tall and effervescent and like lots of white and clean looks.
Mhm.
But it is not used in the way that it used to be.
More
and
like
you
a
are-
like a place to visit, like a
yeah,
like
it's
a
place
tourist
to
spot,
stay.
like kind of Versailles-esque.
Yeah, it's a Versailles now. You can go take tours of it and learn about where the Padawans used to train and the rumored spots where Jedi Master Yoda used to sit and meditate.
Ooh.
All those kinds of things. So it's very much that, plus also where you kind of stay when you are on planet. You are greeted by an attendant who is a rookie Jedi Knight by the name of Jan.
Sure, Jan.
And she's very, very green. She just got she just got out of being a Padawan. And so this is kind of her first job. Her first real job without her master is helping people get to their accommodations. She's your hospitality expert and a tour guide of the temple. She's like, "Hello there. How's everyone doing? How's your ship? Oh, I'll get this logged in right away." And she starts like putting stuff in the data pad. She's very excited.
Kieran's particularly interested in the fact that she's like doing this very efficiently and is like being very effective about her job, and it's kind of like not to be weird about it, but just trying to see like, oh, what organization system is she using, you know? And I think it's like if she's just out of being a Padawan, she's probably not that much older than Kieran, so I think there's a little like, you know, he's a 20-year-old guy with crushes around every corner, like you know.
She's very,
Get it.
she's very pretty. She's human, and she's just a very pretty human girl. She's probably like 25, if that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, can I help you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just curious about what system you were using to log all of this. That's.
Oh, this is actually what got me my night ship. I developed a whole new organization system just for cataloging the ships and for cataloging all of the artifacts in the temple. It's actually quite efficient.
Shio's gonna lean over to Kira and Trash, and whisper under his breath, "Oh, there's 2 of them now."
Oh God.
And if this were an anime, I think Kieran probably would have a bloody nose. I think that's what happens at this point.
She's just like, she's like, oh, and so this is what I did here. This is every ship who comes in and it goes into this, and she's like showing you it's a very like, it's a very impressive feat of technology that she has like programmed it and developed it herself. And my dogs really, really want to talk.
Yeah.
Right now.
They're also excited about efficient organizational systems.
Shio is gonna say kind of over to Jan and Kieran, Jedi Knight Kieran, this is your first time on Coruscant, isn't it?
I have not made it to Coruscant. No, I've read about it. I know all the history, but
Well, I mean, I'm sure Jan would be more than happy to give you a guided tour of the temple. It's a great learning experience. We can find our way to the accommodations.
She's sitting there like you can see her growing more and more excited. Like, you've never been here before? Oh my God, I get to give a tour. I haven't given a tour in so long. Not many people come to visit the museum. Oh my God, I can show you so much.
if it isn't an imposition, I mean, I would really appreciate that. That would be fantastic.
I would absolutely love to, especially because this is the very temple that Master Obi-Wan Kenobi told people not to go to during the infamous Order 66. It's quite amazing, really. This is where they used to teach all of the Jedi.
Okay, yes, you have to tell me everything. Yep.
Good. So she'll bring you, I'm sure she can bring you back to the accommodations once you're done, and we will meet you there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, Master Shio, thank
Are
you.
you sure? She kind of turns though. She's like, "Are you sure you don't need me to show you to your accommodations? Are you familiar with it?"
I'm sure we can find our way. And I honestly, to me, it's more important that my Padawan get as much information about our history as possible, and I'm sure he would agree. Kind of looking at Kieran like, "Shoot your shot, dude."
I don't know if Kieran can absorb that look, especially from Master Shio. Master Shio telling him to get it. I'm like, I don't know if Kieran can read that, but I mean that's definitely going to be his, trajectory. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
She's like, also, this is the library where Jocasta Nu developed the Nui decimal system.
Well, okay, now it's all over. We've talked about this. Kieran is canonically, like, Jocasta Nu is his hero. So...
Yeah, so
I like to think, like, in the meantime, Trash and Kira have, like, literally just been slowly backing up until the next time somebody looks over there, we're both gone.
Yep, exactly. I have been surreptitiously, like, scanning on my pad or my phone for nearest bar.
And that's why we're friends. That's exactly where Shio's mind was going to. Was like, we need a drink after this, and they'll be busy for a while.
Yep.
So I'm glad we're all on the same page. We're on the same wavelength. I dig it.
So after she turns to you, she's like, as long as you're absolutely okay, I will show the lovely Padawan here around. It's so exciting. It's still a Padawan. It's so fun.
Yes, I believe we will be able to find our way. Thank you, and thank you in advance for teaching my Padawan everything he needs to know, with all the double entendre in that sentence I can put.
She completely misses what you're putting down, and she just kind of like, she stands up straight and she's like, I am on it. I will not let you down, master.
I imagine not. And the double entendre was definitely more for Kira and Trash than for anybody else.
Except we're already God.
I don't know that. I think you're still behind me, and I'm like, those. They're buying the first round.
I think it's I mean, just to establish this, I don't think this would be Kieran's quote unquote first time if something were to happen, because there's always that at Mando camp there's things happen, but
Sure.
Certainly would be a time that he was introduced to someone and was immediately impressed with their like when you actually are interested in a person beyond just a little simple crush, he has complicated feelings now, so that's fun.
So yeah, she is immediately like, okay, let's go look, and she kind of does, let's ham this up. She grabs you by your hand and like drags you to go show you the temple, and it's one of those
yeah,
she's so excited, and she has like the fun like Jedi braid hair. She's got dark brown hair, and she's just like, it's like kind of bouncing almost. She's like, oh my god, she's so excited.
Yeah, this is
She
great.
drags you off. All right, and everybody else is heading to the nearest bar. Do you want to head to the nearest nice bar on this level, or do you want to head to the nearest bar that's a little seedier on a different level? There are lots of bars on Coruscant. It's just, do you want to be bougie or do you not?
I mean,
Bougie sounds expensive.
yeah, obviously seedy. Are you new? Have you met us? Seedy.
I mean, Shio would like bougie, but knows are gonna end up at seedy, and that's okay. He's accepted that. And plus, we might be able to get some information maybe on our target.
Yep, exactly. We can ask around at the seedy bar.
That's totally why we're going there. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Not because it's cheap.
And I'm guessing Dean is probably on the ship waiting to hear back from her contacts.
Yeah, Dean is going to head to find her contact.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Cool.
So
Then
and she's gonna, study up on Coruscant and learn things about the Jedi way before meeting back up with you.
Dork Lord Canada is killing me, and it's the best thing. Bless you, Dork Lord Canada.
He's always planting. That's the bar on Kashyyyk.
And also, if anyone in chat doesn't know, Dork Lord Canada is also our super modder, just incredible at moderating the channel. Was knocking people out left and right last night on the No Man's Sky stream. Is just a superhero as far as I'm concerned. So thank you, Dork Lord Canada.
Also, a real nice person on Twitter and a total champ. I just like this person. This person is nice. Thank you.
We stand Dork Lord Canada.
Yes.
Yep.
The dorkiest lord of Canada. And don't you forget it. All right, so you're gonna head to the seedy level and head to a seedy bar. It's so seedy, it doesn't have a name. It literally just has a sign that says no name. Because it's become the bar with no name, which I actually have had happen in real life with bars I've been to. So you go down, and it's filled with all sorts of colorful characters. There are bounty hunters waiting to get jobs. They're kind of lining up. Some of them are starting to go out the door because there's very clearly an important bounty person there with the pucks and the money. You see a few like what look like they might be former Night Sisters, some Dothamirian women kind of hanging out in there. They could go to the bougie bars probably, but like the seedy ones are fun. There's a droid bartender. You don't see any alien or organic bartenders. Everyone's droids. There's not a lot of space to sit, but there's some stuff. Like there's some open space at the bar to get a drink. It's pretty busy for a tiny seedy bar with no name.
Okay.
What do you wanna do?
I guess belly up to the bar, make our way to a corner of the bar somewhere and sort of scope the scene. And maybe try to find who's handing out these bounty pucks. Because that seems like a good person to ask about a bounty hunter.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because I do this in every game I play in Star Wars. At some point, I impersonate a Corellian, so I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to warn them, like, hey guys, I'm gonna try something just in case you need aliases. And I'm going to put on a very strong Corellian accent, which I imagine is just super American. And I'm gonna belly up to the bar. I'll take Corellian whiskey and like make just gonna play that for a minute. So that's super fun for me.
All right, the droid is just kind of like whatever and starts to pour you a drink. A couple people next to you kind of look at you like unsure if they buy the voice, but they're not really. They're kind of like looking at you. Are you in like city clothes or are you in Jedi robes?
I'm in city clothes. I think we talked about this in episode 1 or episode 0 that usually we'll only save like our Jedi robes for like super official Jedi business or Jedi ceremonies, and since we're kind of looking for a bounty hunter, I think we'd be in more inconspicuous outfits.
Just making sure.
No, for sure.
So yeah, they're kind of looking at you and they're like, is he really like, it's kind of one of those when you hear it, they're like, is that a Corellian accent? Like what accent is that? And they're trying to kind of figure you out. But the droid hands you your drink. And it's just like, credits, please.
Oh, well, I don't have them with me. No one? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, here you go. And I'll flip the credit stick at the droid, trying to be all cool.
The droid does not react, takes the credits, rings it up, puts it there. Would you like to start a tab?
Yeah, we might be here a while. Yeah, well, I'll go ahead and start a tab. Sure. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me.
Thank you. What name can I take?
That's a great question.
Put it under Penta.
Oh, all right. Yeah. My friend here's buying. Slap on the back.
God damn it, Chio.
All right, I will put this under Penta, and turns and puts the credit stick down and like types this way and puts Penta in the machine. You can see it appear in Orabesh. Are you looking around to see if you can see, because the line is kind of there's a line in a crowd and you can see that there is someone being crowded for bounty pucks, but you cannot right now see them because they are seated and crowded.
So I'm just kind of scanning the crowd and just sort of seeing where the hangers on are. You know, like they're the people who are lined up, but just sort of seeing who else is sort of hovering at the fringes here and is obviously maybe doesn't exactly have an in yet.
Okay. Trying to think. I have who he is now in my mind. All right, so you're just kind of waiting to see if people clear out, or are you trying to?
No, I'm trying to find a mark. I'm trying to
Okay.
find someone that I can like go up to and get some information. You know what I mean? Like someone who's sort of like obviously trying to get in but doesn't have direct business yet.
Yeah, so there's a couple people getting antsy in the line who are
Mhm.
like, okay, just hurry up, who maybe look a little bit greener at the
Mhm.
bounty hunting business. And so you could probably approach one of them. Like they
Yeah.
look real antsy, and like they might answer some questions because they don't quite know how to
What
play
they're
the game.
doing.
Exactly. So let's try that there.
Okay. So you approach them. It's mostly young. There's like a young Bothan, a young human. Like they're kind of a group almost, and they're kind of like, okay, so, and you kind of, as you get closer, they're not being very good about you not overhearing them. They're like, okay, so we're gonna do this together. We're gonna be the best bounty hunting group in the galaxy. Do you hear me? And they're all probably Corellian based on the accent. So they're like, and one's just like, the Bothan goes and is like, I don't know, man. Is this really the life we want to go down? Suddenly got a cowboy hat on.
Oh god. Oh god. So I'm gonna walk over to them. I'm just gonna sort of look and see who's packing. Anyone obviously carrying?
Yes, everyone.
Awesome.
There's lots of people with lots of weapons.
Great. So I'm gonna go up
We
to this
picked the
group.
best bars.
That's how we know it's a hard kind of place. So I'm gonna go up to this group and look for the one who seems to be in charge, and give them the old, "Hey, what's that you got there? That's a nice looking weapon."
They kind of turn to you for a second. They look a little wide-eyed, like they don't know what to do. And then the Bothan goes, I got it on Corellia.
Oh,
An old
yeah.
blaster.
It's a good Corellian blaster. That's a really good model. I haven't seen one of those in a while. That's nice.
Yeah, I modified it so that it doesn't overheat easily. It's quite nice, quite efficient.
That's real smart. That's really smart. Yeah, my blasters always are overheating. They're always freezing up on me. It's just it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of maintenance, when you're out there in the wild, hunting down a bounty, and you don't want your blaster freezing up on you.
A really short human who's like, the Bothan's pretty tall, and this really short human walks over and is like, yeah, Jal here is he's the best at weapons. Like, he's really good at it. You wouldn't want to mess with him and the weapons he designs.
Oh, well, good to meet you. Good to
really
know.
Enthusiastic.
Thank you, Jal. Nice to meet you, Jal. My name's Sam, and so what kind of bounty are you hoping to get here?
Well, the Bothan kind of gets stoic and he puts his hands up. He's like, you want to tell him, boss? And the short little human is like, oh, well, I don't know if we should. Well, you see, that there, the Zabrak up there,
Mm-hmm.
He's the best in the biz. He's got the best bounty pucks. And I hear there's lots of real good bounties, but I hear there's one that's getting paid for by Hut. Lots of money.
Oh, wow. Like how much?
Like, it could set us for like a year.
Wow. Whew.
Got it.
That is
real generous.
That's a real rich bounty. I don't know. Me and my friends, we just are coming in from the outer rim here. We're just we've been just cruising around, and I don't know if we're up for that kind of action. Seems like a lot of heat.
Well, I mean, I don't want to tell you to take that one because we want it, but there's a lot of other bounties that are less dangerous.
Okay, maybe we'll look at one of those. You know who this bounty is on?
No, I ain't seen the puck myself. That's why I'm waiting in the line. I'm hoping no one's taken it yet. Or at least I hope no one's gotten to the bounty yet. I could really use that money. Those credits are real nice. Fix us up a real nice ship.
Yeah, exactly. That'll set you up real good, and it'll make a good name for y'all.
Yeah, he's like 17, by the way.
Oh,
He's a child.
Buddy.
oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Still a wet behind the ears.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, I hear Reyes the Zabrak is the best in the biz. He's so cool. I got like, he like pulls out a data pad and he's like, look at this, like these trading cards here, and he starts like showing you
Oh,
hunter trading cards that he's
so
made.
cool. These are so cool.
He's like, yeah, I want to be just like them. It's so cool.
Oh, all right.
And the boss
Well,
is kind of just like, it's like, boss, you're the coolest. And like, he's like, you'll be just like those fellas one day. And he kind of like leans back.
mhm.
He's tall for a Bothan.
Yep.
He's a tall stone Bothan boy.
Oh, you're all so lovely. Well, thank you for the time. Let me get back to my friends over here, and we'll try to discuss what kind of action we're up for. You know.
Yeah, if you want to know more about the bounties, you got to talk to Reyes.
You got to talk to Ray. Okay, Ray is up there handing out the pucks. That's the man with the plan.
He's really cool. He's got like, I hear that he's like he took out 5 bounties at once.
Wow. All right.
And I hear he's got this vibro blade that has 2 sides.
That sounds like a real dangerous weapon. I don't want to mess with anyone like that.
It's like a staff. It's kind of like, it's got like 1 blade down here, 1 blade up there.
Ooh.
It's real fearsome.
Yeah. All right. Well, good to know. Good talking to you, y'all. Nice meeting all y'all. Good luck with your bounty.
It's like, yeah, nice to meet you. You're real nice fellas. And the Jaw kind of tips his hat to you.
Mm-hmm.
He does like a
Yep.
And then there's like 2 other members of the group who just were too shy to speak up.
Oh yeah. No worries. So I sidle back over to Shio and Kira. I'm like, all right, we may have a larger problem.
What kind of larger problem?
So
He said in his Carillion accent with now toothpick. You don't know where he got it from, but it's now sticking out of his mouth.
what are you doing? What anyway, just gonna
being incognito.
Just gonna ignore this whole situation here.
I just like down the last of my Jawa juice, order another on your tab.
Yep, that's fine. I'm not paying it, but anyway.
Exactly.
So I just basically turned to Kira. I'm like, okay, Kira. So there's a Zabrak over there named Ray, who's the guy handing out the bounty pucks. And everyone is here because, surprise, surprise, there is a very large bounty on a bounty hunter who pissed off a hut. So
there's competition.
Yes. So unless there's many of those bounty hunters pissing off many huts, I think pretty much everyone in here is going to be gunning for the person we're looking for. So we should probably get finding them right quick, and or hope that for some reason that foursome gets the puck, because we could take them pretty easily.
Oh, they're so
I know.
cute though.
They're very cute. They're very young and very green. But yeah.
Were we ever that naive?
Oh God, no.
Stares at you and stolen speeder.
I was not naive. I was adventurous and exciting.
Sure.
I knew what I was getting into.
All right. So sounds like we've got ourselves a quarry.
With him on that. Yeah.
Yep. So we should. It was 1313, right? That's where we got to get to.
I think so. For Dion's contact.
Yeah. We should get there right quick.
Looking over at the Zabrak, I mean, you said there's like a crowd of people around them, right? Like we can't really see what's going on at the table.
Yeah, if you want, you could push a little closer though and see him.
Okay. No, is it like all the pucks on a table, or are any of them lit up? Like, what's his setup?
He is not, the pucks are not on the table. He's handing them out one by one. He is leaned back. He's got his feet up on the booth. He's kind of a, what is the typical Zabrak color? He's kind of like a tan and black, cool face designs. You notice like one of his arms has been tattooed kind of purpley though.
Okay.
Like, and he's got some tattoos and markings on one arm. He's handling this like a pro. Basically, someone comes up and he's like, "What you want?" And it seems like everyone who knows in this line, and he's basically handing them the puck, and he doesn't care if he's like, "I don't, not my money. If this is the one you want, fine." But yeah, so he's kind of handing out continuously the same puck. It looks,
Okay.
or at least it looks like he's probably handing out the same like type of puck.
But are they turning on the puck to see what the target looks like? Does it look like our target, or is it a different target?
Yeah, they're a couple people have turned it on, and it is the Ambaran woman that you are looking for.
Okay. Well, cool.
But Ray, like Ray is real cool. He's a real cool dude. He's handling this real easily. He's got a nice style to him. His hero is probably Lando Calrissian because he's got a cape.
Capes are cool. Capes are cool.
Capes are very cool.
Yes. Is he, so the where he's pulling the pucks out of is like in a pocket, or is it like, does he have a satchel? Like, what's that?
Yeah. He has a bag.
Okay.
Or he has a crate actually, like a small crate of them because he needs a lot of them.
Okay.
So he's just like sitting there, there's a crate, and he kind of grabs and hands, and he's like, occasionally he pulls from a different pocket and hands a different one because someone is actually like, listen, I know about that, but I'm not taking my chances. I'd rather, every now and then someone is smart and goes for the one that not everyone is taking.
Right.
So occasionally he hands out the little like tag things that are like the square with the antenna, but occasionally they're the same bounty puck.
Okay.
So
I was trying to see if there was a way to either damage or screw with the bounty pucks that were carrying the Ambaran person's picture on it, but I don't think I have a way of doing that. Aside from accidentally pouring a drink on the crate.
you could try it.
This sounds actually,
That sounds like a good way to get us in a bar fight.
We just got here.
you weren't gonna pay the tab anyway.
I mean,
Also
No,
true.
you were. You were the
I
one
will
who gave
say-
over the credit stick.
Yeah.
since he's handing them out so quickly, the crowd and the line are clearing up pretty fast. The four you talk to are now close-ish to the front. So the line is clearing up. You have an opening if you want to try to do something. There's still a lot that have been handed out, but you might be able to mess with the ones he hasn't handed out.
Yeah, that's my plan. Is I know there are a lot have been handed out, but the less who are gonna have it, the bet easier our lives are gonna be. What do you guys think? Should we do a thing about it? Because I'm feeling we should do a thing about it.
I'm
I'll
down
be
with
honest.
doing a thing about it.
He's lounging, chilling,
Okay, cool.
being a
Yeah,
sexy
Shio is going to. This is such a bad idea.
This is such a bad idea. We had a
Also, I mean, what are the odds that that puck is still like hasn't been handed out yet?
Well, no, the multiple of the puck have been
Multiple,
handed
yeah.
out. That's the
It's been handed
problem.
out to several people already, and we don't even know how many people have already left. I feel like we had a pretty solid plan of let's try to find this person first. But you know what, Shio? You do you. Let's
But
see
far
what
be it for me to
happens.
turn down a bar fight.
Yeah, let's
All right.
do this. We're gonna. All right, so we're doing this. We are. Shio is going to wait for. Shio's gonna. No, he doesn't want to put anyone else in danger. He'll do it. He's gonna take his Corellian whiskey and trip and accidentally pour the whiskey into the crate, and go into his most apologetic Corellian voice. Oh, I am so sorry. I am just the biggest klutz in the world. I don't even know what I am. Are you all right? Did I get anything? I think I got some of that on your poor little crate. I hope it wasn't anything important. I am so sorry. I am just a
roll me a prowess.
yeah, prowess. Hear that, dice? We're doing the good thing. We're doing the thing we're good at. That is 7 on the dice. That's a 9.
9. Okay. So yeah, you walk on over, you trip, you fall right on top of this Zabrak man, and the drink does get spilled. You can't tell if it's damaged or broken the pucks in any way, but he hasn't noticed that yet. He's now just like, there is a human man or an Achani man on top of me. And he kind of looks, so you're pulling the Corellian I'm so sorry voice. He's like, he kind of looks you up and down. He's like, well, sir, you could at least buy me a drink first.
Oh, I absolutely, and I'm very flattered, and I absolutely would, because you can look at you. But my friends and I are actually on our way out. I'm so sorry. I feel like such an idiot. Here, you know what? I'm gonna jot down some fake address. If there's any damage and you need things covered here, just that's where we're staying at the Holiday Inn on Coruscant.
He looks at it. He knows it's not real, and he's like, well, I'll be sure to look you up. I couldn't deny a face like that.
Oh, you are too kind. Focus. We will just.
To what do I owe such a friendly greeting?
Oh, I'm my name is
Mark
Cassius. I'm Cassius. That's my name. From Corellia, from Coronet City. Coronet City.
Yeah, he's like, I've been to Corellia many times. Can be quite the lovely place.
Yeah, it's
all divine.
Thank you much.
And he kind of like, he does, like, as he takes the address from you, he like puts his hands on your hands and is like, hope to see you around sometime.
You betcha.
He kind of like leans back and smiles and winks at you.
Oh, we got a mosey. So let's go do that. But I will see you around, hopefully. Well,
you know where to find me, at least some of the time. I'm not. He's like, though, I do like a nice bougie bar up on the top level occasionally, and he gives you like a transponder code and a name of a bar for the upper level. If you'd like to find me sometime,
I might be open to that. Well, bye. And
kind of just does one of those like,
wanted to fight, you got a date.
Yep.
One of us got cheated here.
Somewhere in the middle of all of that, I definitely know to Kira be like, should we save him? Nah, right? Nope.
Nah.
Let's see how long it takes him to get out of this one.
So he goes back to doing what he was doing, and as he notices that the box has had a drink spilled on it, and he just kind of laughs. Once again, not his money. He doesn't give a shit. So he just kind of is like, and starts handing out different bounties.
Okay, well that was well as I could have expected. So we should.
Disappointed for the young group leave, and they're really sad because they couldn't get the proper bounty, and they had to take one for less money. And they're all like, "I know, man. We could have really made a name for ourselves."
But this way
She
they
just thinks,
survive.
at least you'll live.
Exactly. It's like, you'll thank us when you actually succeed.
All right. I think I did all I can here. Should we go and see if Kieran is done with this tour? And
Why don't
Yeah.
we
Let's.
why don't we just send him a message about where we're
Yeah,
going?
he can meet us down there. I definitely don't want to interrupt whatever might
Yep.
be going on up there
Yep.
that I'd never want to think about, that never happens, definitely never
Exactly.
happens.
And I definitely don't want to go back because I feel like the chances of us not leaving again are high. So
Mhm.
that's a fair point. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's cut back over to Kieran and Jan. So
Present.
you have come to the library, and she is showing you the holocron organization system. Of course, there's not. She's like, and of course, there's not many holocrons in here anymore because we store most of our important information on Breldun, which I'm sure you already know. You seem very smart. But this is the real vaults where they hid the holocron names of the younglings pre-Clone Wars. This is where Jocasta Nu did most of her brilliant work, in this very hall.
This is incredibly exciting. Thank you so much for bringing me here. It's just incredible to see this in person. You're right. I have read about a lot of this on Breldun, but seeing it in person is just completely different. I hadn't imagined. I mean, it's actually a much bigger space than I had imagined in my mind.
It's huge. It's honestly, like, I know why we don't use this temple anymore, but like, look at it. And she's like pointing out like all of these different things, and she kind of at one point is like, and it has a very elaborate security system. And even though there was a bounty hunter, Cad Bane, who did break in here and almost successfully steal a holocron. It was quite impressive. Heard he was working for someone named Palpatine.
I did hear something about that. Was he repelled by Jocasta Nu?
I think she helped. I know that Master Obi-Wan Kenobi and, well, former Jedi Anakin Skywalker, and then Jedi again. Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi were the main ones who stopped that. Jocasta Nu, though, held out quite well in the Battle of Order 66.
Right. That was her, yes.
We have a replica of her blaster saber. We have a replica. It doesn't work very well, but we have one.
Well, I'd love to see it. That would, yeah. I bet that display is incredible.
And she like grabs your hand again and drags you over to it.
Oh yeah, that's less dragging and more just hand holding while we're going places.
I don't think she's quite picked up on. She's so excited about what's going on. She's like, and this is this, and this is this, and just holding.
And Kieran is like 80% on that same channel, but there's this 20% of like, well, we are holding hands. Is this anything? You know, like just sort of working in the back of his mind.
And does the team send you a message? Does you send Kieran a message?
Yeah, we'll send him with coordinates.
Yep. ...
at your convenience.
All right, but the message is that you're going somewhere now, and
yeah, we're gonna head to 1313.
Okay. Well, Jason just blanked on our host's name.
Jan.
Jan. Yeah. All right.
Everybody has really easy names today.
I like it. So my dog's name is Janet, so that's good. Jan, thank you. I really want to continue this tour with you later. Maybe we could meet up for like a dinner meeting, to go over if you're free later, but I have to go. Master Shio's let me know where they're headed, and I really should catch up to them.
She kind of looks like sad for a second. She's like, oh yes, of course. There's a really cute little, actually, there's a really great food place here in the temple now because it's, well, also a hotel basically. But you could meet me there later if you'd like. I'd love that. We could I could bring some of my holocrons and we could exchange notes.
Oh, I would. That's a fantastic idea. I'll bring mine as well, and we can, just see where the pieces fit together.
She's like, excellent. She kind of goes, excellent. It's a date, and she holds your hand for a second, and then she runs off.
All right.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I should show you out, and then she grabs your hand and shows you the exit.
It's a huge building.
Forgets that it's also a maze and you haven't been there before.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll make my way to the coordinates that they sent me, and but probably going a little distractedly, honestly, like just like what just happened, trying to, and he's and muttering a little bit too. I think he probably puts his helmet on when he leaves the building, just to like not have to like carry it or anything, just put that on. But he's sort of muttering to himself like, oh, why did I say that? That's stupid. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that feeling of having just left a conversation with a crush and overanalyzing everything you just said.
Nope, never happened.
No, totally unrelatable content.
Okay.
I don't know
Well,
what you're talking
just
about.
me
It definitely
then.
doesn't happen all the time.
It's why I drink.
He is clearly coming to terms with like, oh dang, I think I kind of like, like just dealing with all of that as he's making his way downtown.
Making his way downtown.
Thank you.
Walking All right, cool. So back on level 1313, you are now down there. The beauty of bounty punks is they can be used as tracers. So you do notice it starting to beep now that you're down there.
Oh, good.
It's a faint beep. It's not like a super strong one. You also hear faint beeps around you.
Oh, boy.
But it is definitely, you're definitely in the right direction.
Yep. But so is everyone. Okay. Cool.
You might do you wanna, it's a big level. There's a lot down there.
Don't we have a location of a bar of some kind?
Yes, you do. You have the bar that she said she would be at to the Jedi. So yes, you can head there.
Let's go to the bar.
It's another CD. This one's not actually a bar. It's more of a tea house, which is surprising, but it's very kind of run down. The sign doesn't light up all the way. You can only see half the name, and it says tea, but you don't know what the rest says. You're just kind of like, it's definitely a place.
Cool.
But when do you go inside?
Yeah.
All right, so
Actually, before I enter, I'd like to try to use the Force to get an idea of like how many people are in there. Is there like malicious intent? Because it seems like if we're getting this information and she doesn't want to be found, it could be a trap. So I just want to make sure that we're prepared.
Okay, yeah, you can roll some weird for me.
Okay, which would have been a good idea to bump up when I got my newest advance. But it's 0, so this is probably fine.
Yeah, totally.
That would be Snake Eyes.
So doubles.
Doubles. Yay,
You
thread.
got doubles.
God, I'm leveling up so fast in this game. So I will let you do with that Snake Eyes what you will, but I don't see shit.
Everyone hates you. It's the worst place in the world. You think everyone in there is ready to attack you. There's like 50 bounty hunters. They've already taken her out.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold everybody up. This is dangerous. It's a hostile situation. The place is full of bounty hunters. Be ready to attack. Weapons drawn, but not ignited or primed or whatever you do to blasters. But we've got a fight in front of us.
Breathe. if we go in lightsabers blazing and there really are that many of them, we're all gonna die. Be cool. Be cool? We'll go in the back.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
He's still gonna have his lightsaber out and not like ignited. Like he's got it in his hand, ready
Okay.
in case he has to deflect blaster bolts. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh boy. You said the thing. Why did you say the thing?
Because
never
it's
say the
true.
thing.
Don't say that. Okay, fine. Let's Kira.
Just like blast, like shield visor down.
Yep. I mean, my blaster is out, but let's go around the back.
Yeah.
So you go around the back. You see a kitchen, like, and you see people making like noodles and things, and they kind of look at you funny, like. That one kind of goes. The entrance is the front. Like they look fine. They don't at all look like they're kind of just like, what are you doing? This isn't the. None of them are armed. None of them know what to do about you. They see the lightsaber and they're like, "Are we in trouble? Did we
No trouble.
No.
Just we had a contract and like the boss got really weird, told us to come in the back, like super, like he's a little paranoid. Sorry. Are those?
Are you robbing us?
Are those noodles like for sale?
Yeah,
Here?
we're a noodle and tea house. We wanted to bring some. Well, yeah. This is where people from level 1313 come when they don't want to drink, or maybe they've had a rough night. We mostly are a homeless shelter and a noodle and tea house.
It smells great. It smells really good. Sorry for interrupting. Like obviously.
If you just go around the front, we'll gladly get you a table and serve you.
Thank you. Thanks. Sorry. I'm just gonna like push Shio out the door.
Shio will allow himself to get pushed out, but he's definitely doing like the.
So like they all look really confused. And they're like, go back to cooking. And they're like, oh God, is someone gonna rob us?
Away the lightsaber.
All right, fine. I'll put away the lightsaber. We get in trouble in there, and I'm not there to block blasters from your face.
You just scared a soup kitchen.
We're not saying leave the lightsaber behind. Just put it in your pocket.
Fine. I think you guys are underestimating.
The soup kitchen.
Mm.
We don't know. They could have been poisoning people.
What? Anyway, okay, fine. Let's.
Fine, we'll do it your way. It's cool. You can definitely smell like the curling whiskey on his breath, and that might be somewhat affecting why he's a little paranoid.
Yep. All right.
All right. So do you go around the front now?
We go around the front.
I'll say during this debacle, Kieran arrives quickly.
Yeah, okay.
You're there now. You see Shio acting really paranoid about a soup kitchen.
Kieran, I'm telling you, this could be trouble. Just keep your eyes open.
And
be aware of your surroundings.
I see.
I'm gonna lean over to Kieran and be like, I think he's drunk.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that like he had such a low tolerance for whiskey.
It seems to vary, depending on. I'm not sure what. I haven't measured all of the variables yet, but I understand, Master Shio. I'll keep an eye out, and we'll. I doubt anyone's going to start trouble with 4 of us wandering in here. I mean, it's not like someone's coming in alone.
News flash for you. Half the bounty hunters on this planet are looking for this person. And
our
several
contact.
of them are here. Yep.
Oh.
I think most of them are here.
Yep. So this might get a little fighty.
Gestures at Trash. See? I'm not the only one.
Well, I mean, they're just bounty hunters. I'm sure we could. Oh well, actually, out of character. About how many people are in the bar?
Have you gone in?
Oh, I
We
thought
have
we
not
did.
gone in. No.
Oh, okay.
I sensed quite a few, and they were all angry at us.
Yeah.
Could they be angry at us? We haven't even been
We didn't even go
yet.
in. Yeah.
Well, they
What
could
did you
be.
say to that dude up there? I thought he was into you.
Oh,
Well-
that's a. Well, I mean stop just trying to distract me. I'm very focused.
I will want to know more about that later. It sort of gives Kira the side of like, why have I not received a text message about this? But
And then you get the side eye back. It's like, you were busy.
Yeah. Huh?
that's we have the like the twin view of the. But I mean, first and foremost, and is looking very pointedly at Trash and Kira like, I trust Master Shio's instincts. I, for one, it is like trying to make a point of it without, like, drunk Master Shio might buy this. I don't know, but
Oh yeah, he's super focused on the door, and just hearing the words is affirmation enough.
yeah, okay. But
I'll tell you what. I'm the one with the really good armor. Why don't I go in first?
Yeah. Let's just
Can cover me.
go in the damn bar.
Well, maybe it would be helpful if we went in pairs, because if Kira and I go in together, helmets, we just look like, a couple family members. And then if you two come in, you can look like a couple of smugglers or whatever. Yeah, I mean, freighter captains, excuse me. But then we won't necessarily look like the group of four who arrived together and is raising suspicion.
Everything here is suspicious. Everything. We are going
Thank you,
into
Trash.
We're going
Thank
into
you for having my back.
No, I'm
I
not
mean,
having your
standing
back.
out here arguing is definitely the most suspicious.
Yeah, let's just go in the bar.
And split up into pairs or all go in together?
Let's just. I'm just gonna walk into the bar.
Well, I'm keeping my helmet
I'm
on.
going with Trash. I'm going
I'm
in.
just walking into the bar
Me too.
now.
Shia was covering our backs.
So
God damn it.
when you walk in,
We
It is
basically
a-
trip over each other getting into the bar. I find this amusing.
so as you do that, it is a straight up tea and noodle house, and there's like a part of it has like a whole bed area and sleeping area, and it very much looks like kind of a wayward home for like a halfway house, and a place that serves also warm soup and noodles and tea and coffee and things. Like you can see some pastry, you can see some breads and things that are probably from the morning in a display case. And there's like a table set up on one side where they're handing out food to people. And up front, you can see that there is like a register for, it says pay as you can in Orabesh up on a board. So they have like recommended prices of things, but it's not like a requirement. There are lots of people who clearly need homes or need places to stay, and there are a bunch of volunteers handing out food. The bar you see in the very, very back at a table, so it's like there's like a small little restaurant area where you can eat, and then there's like off to the side like beds and where they're serving the homeless people. You can see off to the left corner, the Embarn woman is sitting at one of the tables, eating noodles and enjoying a nice hot cup of tea. No one is aggro. It honestly is kind of sad, but also nice that level 1313 has people who care.
It is nice. But it's really nice.
The woman from the kitchen comes up to the front as she hears the bell of the door open, and she's like, "Oh, okay, you came in the right way. We're not in trouble, right?
No.
Do you want noodles? Can
You're
Yes,
fine.
please.
One noodles, or do you guys want
5 noodles.
whatever. Noodles. Fine.
Yes.
Okay,
Noodles.
I'll get you a bowl and some. You can serve yourselves." And she brings. Are you are you able to pay today, or is this we recommend paying a little bit because it's really hard to stay open without it,
Oh.
but if you can't afford it, that's totally okay.
Of course.
No,
Look at
we would like
Shio.
to contribute something.
Did you grab your
Yes.
credit stick from the bar?
Well, yeah, that was like my fun money credit stick. Like it was all for show.
Okay.
Like it had credits on it, but it's not like I left them my Amex, you know. It's
Just making
Not
sure.
the black card.
no, it was my Diners Club card. But yeah, I'll hand over a credit, my regular credit stick. Like, yeah, this will be fine. And Shio's just a little confused. Like, where are they hiding? They were here. They were just here. Where are they? It's not. He's thinking it, not saying it.
All right.
And I'm looking around for any like exclamation points hovering over people's heads in case there are any like side quests in here.
Everyone is, I mean, it's just like, it's a lot of people who clearly need a warm bed for the night, and this place provides it. They're not like great, they're just like little cots on the floor. But as far as you can tell, it's fairly normal. She runs to the back after charging you and goes to get your soup and noodles ready.
So there isn't a sense that like something especially bad just happened and like people have been put out of their homes, or this is just kind of the normal vibe of the place?
This is level 1313 is trash. It's a terrible place.
Yeah.
So this is just these people decided to set up a halfway house and soup kitchen to take care of the people of 1313.
Awesome.
Because while there's a lot of prosperity in the Republic now, there are still issues.
Yep.
And so these are people, you don't know where they're from, but like they've decided they wanted to help out this level as much as possible. They have like a little plaque that has like their mission statement, and it's just like something cheesy like help like the needs of the many, kind of. It's Star Trek, but it's that kind of like
I like that though.
help everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is one, and we should care about everybody in society, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Like the force passes through us all.
Yep. This says, may the force be with you, with a little Orabesh heart. Like, it's very, very cute.
Yeah.
Very sweet. It's a very kind place.
Yes. Which is good. It's very safe. And you know, I guess I'm gonna go over to our contact here.
Good idea. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Chio's calming down a bit now. He's not as like on edge, but he's still kind of not completely relaxed. I'm gonna keep an eye on the door in case any of our friends from the other bar decide to show up.
Good idea.
So do you approach her?
Yeah. Now remind me, is this the bounty hunter herself, or is this the person who gets us to the bounty hunter?
This is the Umbaran bounty hunter woman. She's wearing.
Right. Perfect.
When you see her though, she's not wearing any fancy armor like she is in the Puck or anything. Like, she's actually pretty low key right now. She's got a cloak on. Kind of definitely trying to be as incognito as she can be, but she is sipping a hot tea, reading a data pad, and enjoying a bowl of noodles.
Awesome. I'm definitely going with you for this one.
Yep, please do. Please do.
And I'm guessing Kieran is grabbing the noodles for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense, because I'm in that weird space of like my master is like freaking out on the wrong channel. Like, what? You know, so yeah, I'm just trying to like go slow, because on one hand, maybe I've really missed something that Shio has expertly picked up on. On the other hand, I'm willing to question authority and be like, well, I think Shio might have effed this one up. So I'm in this weird sort of liminal space of like I don't really know what's happening here. I have some instincts of my own, but Master Shio's all weird, and so yeah, I'm getting the noodles and just walking around and sort of, you know, interested in my surroundings. But I also have my helmet on to sort of keep that keep my face hidden for now. So.
Yeah, he might be a little too distracted by the sexy Zabrak man. But yeah, okay. Yeah, you're waiting for the noodles to come out. All right, Trash and Kira, how are you approaching this woman?
Kind of straight up.
Yeah, I think it's pretty casual.
Yeah, just
Oh,
sort
it's
of.
like, it feels like it's like, you seem to be a little bit famous all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up at both of you. I was like, I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, there's a lot of people looking for you.
I'm just a visitor. I don't know. I don't know why anyone
Stole
would be
from
looking.
a hut.
Yeah, you did. You did.
She starts to like kind of put her hand, like she's wearing a cloak, but you can see
Yep.
her hand starting to move to a weapon.
Hands
No,
up.
no.
Hands up. Not us.
And we are not here. We're not here to collect the bounty. We got
No.
sent about the other thing.
Yeah, we other stuff. Other stuff. No bounty hunters.
Did the Jedi Temple get my message?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She
That's
doesn't
us.
quite relax yet, but she looks at you. Are you Jedi? She kind of looks you up and down, like not pretty certain you're not, but like
We're Jedi adjacent.
oh. So
And I just point at Shio and Kieran.
Yeah.
We're with them.
Are they Jedi?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're here. Okay. So they've. She kind of like sighs for a second and is like, you can tell there's not relief, but she's like, I have very, very important news for you. But, well, I think it's better if I tell all of you. I don't know why. Why is, and she kind of points to Shio. He's like, he's acting very strange.
Yeah.
He's a little worse for wear right at this moment.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to stay here very long.
Yeah.
If we found you this easily,
Lots of people are real close. Kira, you think we can get back to the ship?
it would be the best plan. We can. Do you have a disguise? You seem a little dressed down for this.
She pulls the cloak over her head.
Cool.
Like, it's served me well so far.
Hoods are foolproof. Everyone knows it.
Along with baseball caps and sunglasses.
Everybody rolled me a judgment roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, great. I'm so good at
At a
this.
-1 to Shio because he's
Yeah.
paranoid.
Yeah.
Judgment.
Great.
Oh boy.
6 minus 1 is an 11, right?
Does
Yeah,
this
close.
include the +2 that I had to perception-based stuff today?
Are you trying to use the Force?
Probably is the main thing, yeah, because I'm trying to filter through what Shio was sensing and like double check that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this. Just I need a little more clarification because one of my moves affects judgment. Am I trying to examine something like, or a fight took place, a person who just fought or is about to?
Nothing with fighting. You're
Okay, just making sure like it's not about like seeing that she's about to jump into action because that would be me rolling prowess instead of judgment. Okay, but I rolled a 7 with my -1, so 7 total.
Okay.
I got a 7 as well with my -1.
The bonus takes me to 10.
Okay. None of the rest of you see this really. The robes look. You've seen the robe before. You're not really sure where. Kieran, you recognize it as the same robes the cultists were wearing.
Okay.
But everybody else, you're just kind of like, that's a robe. Is that really a good disguise? So
All
do
right.
that information what you will.
All right. So I assume that was like I was bringing the noodles back to the table while they were having this conversation.
Yep.
And I set those down and I say, Master Shio, could I speak to you in private for a moment?
Yes. As he says, like still kind of like keeping his eye on the front door, waiting, expecting the other bounty hunters to make an appearance. What's on your mind?
Okay. So when everyone's out of earshot, and I take my helmet off, so it's not doing the like helmet. You know, it's hard to whisper in a vocoder. Well, I could be mistaken, but I'm almost certain that her robes are the same as those people we fought. That one of them vanished into the Force.
So you're saying that she's involved?
Or she got these robes somehow and escaped, but they look exactly the same. I don't have a sense of who she is or what her motivations are, but I have this feeling that this is her clothing is the same, and I'm not sure how to fit all that together in my mind.
Well, in Shio's mind, he's thinking, well, if she is somehow related to the cult, that could be why his ability to read the Force in this room was affected, because it couldn't possibly because he's drunk. That's very intriguing.
You don't get the same empty vibe.
Okay.
You don't get that off her.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah, and because she has that different vibe, I wonder if maybe she was held captive or she is a resource to them, but is not a willing participant. And
well, that's a relief. I would hate to think we were aligning ourselves with a force we didn't understand. Keep this to yourself for now. We'll get her story. If there isn't a reasonable explanation for why she need have that robe, then we can approach it then. I don't want to scare her off by making accusations that may or may not be true. But good work.
Okay, thank you.
Goes back to looking at the door.
She's like, so I mean, we could go to the alley. I don't have many places I can go.
Well, you could come with us for now.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a safe-ish place for you to be. At least you'll be out of sight while everyone and their mother, and apparently also their younglings just out of the nest, look for you.
She kind of looks at you like, that is oddly specific, but she kind of nods and slurps up her tea and puts her utensils down in her bowl and puts the napkin over it. She's like, you just got your noodles, though.
We can take them to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the soup kitchen will fix you up a box to put them in containers if you want that.
Absolutely, I'm not leaving without noodles.
Oh yeah, we're getting the noodles. We're getting the noodles.
Shio's gonna eat that when he has a hangover.
I got an extra order so that I could eat one now and eat one later.
Yeah, they give you them to go and are like, thank you for your patronage. Please don't enter the back again.
Won't be an issue. Sorry about the confusion.
Only with consent.
Yes. So sorry about all the confusion. And Shio was going to purposely leave the cred stick. So whatever like credits are on it, like that is their tip. That is theirs to keep funding what this is, because it is a good thing and we should be funding it. Damn it.
They look at it and they get really excited. They're like, thank you so much. We could put a plaque with your name on it.
No need. Save the money. People need it more.
And they scurry off. They're so excited. The Umbaran woman looks like, should we get going?
Yes. I have a feeling that the people who are looking for you may not be that far. He said with no basis whatsoever.
Yep. Are we sure we
The beeping on your bounty puck has gotten louder.
I think it's safe for us to turn that off. We did it. We found it.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
And it doesn't tell us when other bounty hunters are near, right?
No, but you
character
can
question.
hear when you leave the building. You hear beepings.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah.
Are we sure we don't want to go out the back?
they asked us politely not to. I think that's probably for
They
the
said
best.
not to enter through the back.
I mean, we could ask to leave out the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I say let's
I say we do it and do it quickly.
yeah, let's do it. Let's go up to the nice little lady like, listen, there's some people out front that I think we would like to avoid, and we're not trying to bring trouble into your establishment, and we don't want to have trouble in front of your establishment. Is it possible that my friends and I can just sort of slip out the back and not make a fuss and get out of your hair for the evening?
Like, oh, we have something much better than the back for that. And here, since you're such gracious customers, you can show them. And she points to a young man, and he kind of nods and brings you through the bed area. It opens up a trapdoor.
Ah,
You can go through here. It's
Thank you.
a bit
Thank
smelly.
you so much. It's fine.
And we were never here.
None of us.
No one is ever here, really.
Yeah.
Is
Ain't that
anyone
wild?
anywhere? Really? That's... Never mind.
Philosophy later, running now.
Yeah.
Yes.
May the force be with you. And
He
Out the
shuts,
trapdoor.
he shuts it behind you and puts like another rug back over it.
All right, let's.
All right. What a fascinating smell you found. Let's go.
Yeah, it's questionably might have been a sewer line at some point. It's not now, but it doesn't smell great. But she's
That's
kind
what
of like
helmets are for.
Yeah,
That's
unfortunately.
what.
Oh.
the Umbaran woman puts on like a face mask.
Yeah, of course she does.
Uh,
Go.
Yep. Let's see if we can find our way out of this tunnel and get back to either the ship or our accommodations with the Jedi.
yeah.
Mhm.
The
Definitely
tunnel
just the
pops
ship.
out. The tunnel pops out. It has like many different winding pathways, but the main one, if you keep going straight, pops out. It's still level 1313. It can't get you back up anywhere. But it pops you out back close-ish to No Name Bar, so close to where
Cool.
you first came, which has the main, which is close to getting back to the main level, but
Yeah.
it's also, you hear lots of beeps.
Let's just keep it moving. Let's just keep it moving. Back to the Jedi Temple.
Are there people like selling wares and stuff in the streets?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a marketplace.
Is there someone selling musical instruments?
You see there's a Kowakian monkey lizard manning a stall that has a bunch of knockoff instruments. You're not sure if he's the actual proprietor of it, but he's the one at it.
Close enough.
Okay. Does someone have some credits? I gave the shop the ones I brought with me off the ship. I have an idea.
The woman kind of tugs and is like, shouldn't we just get going?
Well, do you hear those beeps? I'd like to help us.
Well, I mean, she has a mask and a hood. I don't think anyone could recognize her. If we just sort of keep her in the middle of us, then,
But
we
also-
I'm just gonna produce like a short credit stick. Yeah, I got some.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna go over to the quacky monkey lizard, put it on the stall, and I'm imagining there may be children running around because it's 1313 and that's a marketplace and children are a thing, I guess. Maybe.
It's like a marketplace, and then there's some like apartments up on top of all of the shops.
Okay.
But yeah,
Definitely children.
there's like family and people who live around here.
Great. I'm gonna slip the credit 6 to the Quacking Monkey Lizard and like as many musical instruments as this will buy for the kids of the neighborhood.
He picks it up, bites it, and is like, and runs over and hands you, I forget what it's called. It's like a band. It's literally just called like a band stick or a band. He hands you what looks like it's the oboe thing.
Okay, yeah.
And he also hands you a drum.
Cool. I will hand them to 2 of the kids nearby. Happy Life Day. Play loudly.
They're like, one starts like playing it, and maybe in a class has like had to play this once or twice, so every now and then like a do 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 comes out, but for the most part it's a blah blah blah.
Perfect. Love
And
it.
then the other kid is just banging away and going ham on it, and they think it sounds amazing.
I tell them it sounds amazing and they should play more and louder. And then slip off to join the rest of the group. Now we have some cover. Let's go.
So people are coming over like, oh, how cute, and tossing them like small amounts of credits and things. The one kid with the drum kind of flips it over and starts using it and just starts doing a crazy dance. And then they start like throwing the credits in the drum. And the other kids just
We
like
created buskers.
Ah,
Hey, they have gainful employment now.
right?
they're real excited, and they're like, hey, yeah, we've been finally given a chance in life.
I love it. If I can't be a bard, I'm going to make bards.
So yeah, some of the bounty hunters are a little bit like it's attracting a crowd. So, and some of them are the bounty hunters, and you see the group of 4 that were really sad that they didn't get the right bounty puck, like being like, yeah, those kids, maybe that's what we should be doing. Maybe we should start a band. Is that what we should do? No, I don't know.
Dude, we should totally start a band.
Just run fast. It's like, bands are totally in right now.
However, a lot of the bounty hunters are distracted. They do see you coming. They're like, "Oh, it's that guy we talked to earlier."
Oh,
They start
God damn it.
waving
Uh-huh.
at you. And
God
they're
damn
like,
it.
Oh, they got more of them.
I just keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
They're like, "Hey, did you get a puck? Did you get one?"
Don't know you, kid. Don't know you, kid. Keep it walking.
And they start walking closer to you.
Just keep walking. Everyone keep walking.
The barwoman's like getting nervous. She's like, "Who are they?"
Just keep your head down and keep walking.
And they're
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Wait, sir!"
Trash, if you don't go over there, we're going to have to kill them.
Well, I feel like if I go over there, we may also have to kill them.
Go over there
Just
and
get
be
them to shut up.
rude. Be you.
Yes. All right, fine.
And we'll just keep moving and you just catch up.
You know where we're going? We're going back to the ship.
I know. All right, fine. So I'll come back. And I'm gonna grab Jal.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, howdy, sir."
Grab Jal by his collar. Pull him up real close. Be like, hey. Get lost, kid.
Oh.
Joel kind of looks. He's like, I mean, we. He kind of looks. He doesn't know what to say, and you see a tear roll down his face. And then Boss runs up, and he's like, "Wait, what? You made Joel cry.
Yeah, I did. You want some too?
Why? But we just wanted to
Yeah,
give you a drink,
lost.
sir.
Y'all just get lost.
Boss looks crushed, and the other two, Zanera and Cress. He's like, Zanera, Cress, our buddy here, and they all look just they're like
I know.
twin girls who are there who are like, but we was gonna buy you a drink.
Yeah, I heard. Don't want it. This life ain't for you. So go on home.
We're gonna be the best bounty hunting band in the biz.
Yeah, you're not. So bye.
And they all kind of look real upset. Like they are crying.
Yep.
Do you feel bad about this at all?
I feel moderately bad. Like moderately bad. But it just had to happen.
You feel in the back of your head a little like, it's not like a voice, but it's like it's a force telling you to be harsher, be meaner, go further with it. And they're sitting there like, we got a bounty. We didn't get the bounty we needed, but we got a bounty. We thought you'd be proud. You seemed so cool earlier.
I'm gonna try to do a thing here, because I'm gonna go with that voice for right now. And let me just look at what I'm gonna be rolling. I'm gonna try to take. So yeah, I'm gonna try to take his gun from him. That gun that he likes so much.
Oh.
So I'm gonna roll.
Some prowess.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a smite your enemies. So I get to use awe, which is a +1. Please be good. Please be a good roll. That's great. That's a 9.
All right. Yeah, Joel is so thrown off by how mean you've suddenly become that you're able to grab that blaster from him, and he's like, bah. He's like so shocked.
Yep.
And he is like, give it back.
Stick it in his belly, and I say, listen, kid, if you guys think you're going to be bounty hunters, you're going to wind up on the business end of this blaster. You don't want that, do you? So
Joel,
maybe you should all just go home.
Joel looks down at Boss. Boss looks up at Joel. And Joel kind of is like, we don't have no home. And he is going to fight you for that blaster.
All right. If that's what he wants.
So yeah, he is going to try and get it from you. I'm trying to think. He doesn't typically roll. You roll me metal.
I'm going to roll with metal. All right.
That makes sense.
And see if you can keep it under him coming after you.
I got an 8.
Okay, yeah, you are able to keep the blaster, but now you are grappled together. Because he basically was going to try and flip you and get it back. So now you're grappled. Boss, being the short human he is actually going to jump on your back.
Okay.
And the two others are coming for your legs. So they're like, you see them all look at each other as this happens, like maneuver. It's like you can almost see them doing like maneuver 4.
Yeah, of course.
Let's go.
Of course. It's fine.
So now you need roll another medal to see if you can handle the land of 4 very southern children attacking you.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Because that one's a 6. Trying to think of what can I do to roll that again.
To not tackle.
Oh well. That's a 6. Just let's live with it being a 6.
What he boss jumps on your back, has his arm around your neck like this. The other two go for the legs and hit your knees in, so you buckle down, and now they're all on top of you, and Joel grabs his blaster back and puts it to your chin.
All right. Well,
And like, you think we don't know what this life is? You think we don't know what it means because we're kind?
all right. Well, I'm gonna headbutt him.
Roll a prowess, or roll smite your enemies.
Damn it! All my rolls have gone crap. That's a 4.
You miss horribly, and you actually hit your jaw on the blaster,
Ow!
and it hurts.
That
and
sucks.
Jaw's like, give us one reason why we should let you go right now. We got you pinned, buddy. We thought you was a good one, but we take no prisoners.
Oh man, what can I do? What can I do to get out of this one now? Because I've also my friends have left, which is fine. All right, I'm gonna try to sway and say, "You kill me, you do hurt me, and you hurt me, and you wanna." The next puck that's being handed out is going to be you. Who do you think I work for?
Roll me some swaying.
Let's see.
I think it's off, but
Hold on.
I think you might has a move.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Come on. Die. That, my friends, is some boxcars
Ooh.
and a
Yes.
13.
Oh shit. Jaw is visibly shaken and puts the blaster down and nods to Boss, and they all get off you and they're like, fine, but we won't forget this day. Like, no, sorry, that's Jaw's voice. Boss is the one who walks up and he goes, fine, but we won't forget this day. You hear?
You feel rough about this down the road? You come find me.
Oh, we'll come find you all right. And we'll be better, we'll be stronger, and we'll be the best in the biz.
I'd like to see you try.
He straightens up and dusts off his shoulders, and the two twin girls kind of shrug, they kind of cross their arms. I'm like, now get out of here.
I'm walking away.
And you have now made enemies of the cinnamon bun True. Also, because you acted on that voice, you get a dark side point.
Hey, that's just what I need.
It's okay. I have one too. It's fine. They're fun. I don't know what they do yet, but I'm sure it'll be great, and
It's
I'm
gonna be
not worried
great.
about
It's
it at
gonna be-
all.
It's going to be great. It's going to be totally great.
You are able to catch back up to the group, and you are able to get back to your speeder because you created a diversion. So far, no one has noticed that you have their bounty with you. And you are headed back up.
All right, so back to the ship.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Screen wipe. Maybe? I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not narrating this thing.
No, it's screen wipe. I was just writing down a very important note.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
You kicked the puppies.
You did, but that's not what that very important.
I really hope that note is get milk. Something.
I have written
Borrow
cinnamon
sugar.
Cinnamon Bun Bounty Hunters is on here.
Cinnamon bun bounty hunters. I love them.
What about sexy goblin question mark?
So yeah, you wipe back to the ship. You're able to get back on it. Some of the other like dock attendants are like checking it up, cleaning it off. one is really focused on like one smudge that's like, why won't this go away?
What? We're not leaving tonight, are we?
No, you have
Okay.
you're just if you're unless you want to take her back to the temple, you can also take her there. You don't have to take her back to the ship, but you just have the dock attendants are just cleaning up your ship because that's what they do.
Oh yeah. No, that's
Well, yeah.
good.
My thought was maybe taking her back to the temple because it's less likely that the bounty hunters are going to attack the temple than try to attack the ship.
Yep.
Sure. And Jedi Jan had promised to follow up with me on some of the research we were looking at, and so I wanted to get to that in a little while.
Oh yeah. Well, that's very important. And I have a reconnaissance thing I need to do. Just making sure that making some more solid contacts for the temple on Coruscant, because we're so deprived for contacts on Coruscant.
I'm asking Blythe and Joey, could I roll like can I trust my feelings? Because I don't know if Master Shio's ever like straight up lied to me before. And
hey, Jedi don't lie. I'm telling the truth from a certain point of view. I am looking to make some contacts.
But
You can roll it, yeah.
Okay. I'll roll. Well, it's called Pierce the Veil in Demigods. I don't know. And if my bonus applies, then that's even 10 again. So.
He is being real shady about this. Being real shady, and you get the feeling that the making a contact part is true, but what kind of contact is uncertain.
So can I ask a couple Pierce the Veil questions?
Yeah, sure.
What does this person want?
Or you want the answer to that question?
Right. He wants to make a connection without any attachments.
Okay. Yeah. And what happened to this person recently?
Well, I think you just get a brief mind replay of the incident with the spilling of the drink and the falling on top of,
Okay.
and you get like a little snapshot of that moment.
Okay. All right.
For me,
That's good. Now, Joey, has Kieran ever witnessed Shio in a looking for love moment, or has that been siloed away until now?
It's been mostly siloed. I mean, he's not. It's not that he's against this kind of relationship. It's that if he had any of these kinds of entanglements, it wouldn't have been privy to Kieran. Like Kieran wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was asking. Is that's just been separate. And that, you know what, like most students don't want to know what their teachers get up to after hours. Like that's...
Exactly, and that's kind of the thought process. Is this is what I'm doing this in my time away from Kieran. I'm taking care of business. So yeah, it do with that what you will. That is exactly what Shio is planning.
No, Kieran got that talk from the Mando parents.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Mando parents definitely sat us both down together to give us the Birds and the Bees talk.
Yeah.
But I want to know if Shio also gave you the Birds and the Bees talk.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I think Shio got into a bit of a discussion. We were talking about the history of the Jedi and the Jedi Code and how no attachments, and some people thought that meant having no connection to anybody ever. And Shio was like, no, that's wrong. You're allowed to connect with people. You should connect with people because it makes you more empathetic. The important thing is to not let your attachments cloud your judgment.
Right.
So it's okay to attach, just be able to detach when you need to.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Forest Lord Canada.
Yeah.
Or Dork Lord Canada. When you see when a forest bird and a forest bee love each other very much,
That's good.
you're beautiful, never change.
DLC, you're just on fire today.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, so that is what Shio is planning.
All right.
Yes, Forest Lord Canada is what I said, and I stand by it.
Oh yeah.
Fight me.
Okay. So you take her back to the temple. Jan leads you to like, she's like, it's really more of a conference room, but you can use it as like an interrogation room, and kind of like, and it is not, and it's a nice table. Like, it's a round table with nice cushy chairs all around it. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And
Little continental breakfast.
yeah, there's food in there, and there's water, and there's like a wide open windows. It's letting a lot of natural light in. Just like, I don't know if you want it to be scarier. We don't really have scarier around here.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't need
No,
scarier.
we don't need
She's
scarier.
compliant. We just need privacy and security.
Yes.
Okay, can do. And she's like, hope to see you later, Kieran. And she like winks and kind of walks away and shuts the door behind her.
Oh, was that Jan who came out to talk to us?
Yeah, that was Jan.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. Okay. Yep. Yeah, Kieran was very attentive to that conversation. Was like, we'll meet later. Awkward.
And she walks off, and the Ambaran woman kind of looks around and is like, sees the food and the chairs and kind of sits in one of them and is like, is it safe to talk now, do you think?
Yes, we are in a Jedi temple, one of the safest places in the galaxy.
Well, that depends on the history, doesn't it?
I suppose, but I think we're gonna be okay.
If we can't speak freely here, then the problem is much bigger.
Yes.
She's like, well, so I do know, I don't know a lot, but I have information that would be very, I think, helpful to you. I think.
Well, perhaps you should start from the beginning, and we can determine how useful the information is.
Well, I don't know if I want to go back that far. It's kind of difficult to talk about, but I do know of a holocron in the system that might provide useful information. It's I think it's, well, I don't rightly know. I think it's a Sith holocron, red, triangle shaped.
Yeah, that sounds like the Sith to me.
Yep. Still, why don't you just start at the beginning and tell us what you know before we start going and grabbing holocrons?
Well, all I know is that they activated a station and they want this holocron. Something about it powering more or allowing them to amplify the power. I'm not entirely sure, but they really want it. And
They who?
the children of the void.
Okay. And how do you know them?
I came across them once or twice.
How? And where?
I'm a bit of a traveler, you see.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into them on Moraband.
Mm-hmm. And what were you doing there? Because, I mean, that's not a normal place for someone to travel to.
I like to explore.
Explore. What were you doing there?
Looking for treasure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She seemed very uncertain about everything.
Yeah, no, I don't buy. I mean, do I have to roll for me to not buy a single goddamn
Someone
word
roll
to
an
say?
insight check.
I
It
am
can't
like-
be me.
I spent my insight on reading Master Shio, so.
You would need to roll
I
more
mean,
of a, I think it'd be more of a sway than a believe. I don't think you
or pierce the veil here. I mean,
yeah, I think you need to. She's not exactly forthcoming. She's like the holocron. She's like, it's not really important there. I know the holocron is important. I know that's what they're looking for.
I
So
mean,
you don't think that you obviously lying to us about everything that's coming out of your mouth but might be important?
I'm not lying to you. The holocron is important. You need to get it.
And you were just just gallivanting around the galaxy and decided to go to a dead Sith planet for funsies? And
It's
you
not-
ran into the Children of the Void and then just learned all their plans and happened to, gain valuable information from them and happened to, just because they felt like telling you, you chatted them up
Mhm.
at a bar?
and then
Look.
you just relayed that to the Jedi to, I don't know, bring you here. So
I have no connection with them. I promise that I am trying to help.
Look, you're safe here. You can relax. Looks over at Trash and Kira, who were like kind of doing a bit of the bad cop that he wasn't expecting. Like, we're not interrogating you. We're just trying to get the information that you told the Jedi that you have. So take a deep breath. We're not here to judge you necessarily. But we just need, if there's more, if there are things you're not telling us, we need to know so we can keep you safe and find out all we can about this holocron and this group called the Children of the Void.
Mhm.
Well, then you have to promise me that you'll keep me safe.
From who?
Well, the bounty hunters for one.
Well, I don't see them here, so far so good.
I mean, suffice to say, if we were just, cold-hearted, whatever the word would be, we need your information. But on top of that, we're also Jedi who want to try to further the cause of things that are good and right. And these Children of the Void have nothing aligned with who we are and who the Jedi are. And
Exactly.
and
That's why I'm giving you this information.
That's great. I'm just saying this because it seems like you're feeling unsettled about trusting us, and there's not only do we not have motivation to double deal with you on this, but we are in fact motivated to follow your leads and support you and protect you. That's where we're coming from.
Listen, I know the Jedi want to do good. I also know Force types can be tricky. If you want the full story, you have to promise full protection. But until then, I am just giving you that you need to find a holocron.
Well,
What kind of jurisdiction is the wrong word, but how much weight do we carry? Like, can we offer Jedi protection? Can we offer her a safe place? Somewhere, like what has Master Solana given us available to us to use as a bartering chip?
For this mission, you have pretty big clearance.
Okay.
Mhm.
You have pretty open clearance to do what you need to do to make this mission go off without a hitch. So if you need to get her protection, you can contact, I don't remember his name, but he was nasally and annoying.
Yeah, I have his name. I wrote it down because I figured he might come up
I
again.
wrote a
at
lot
some
of
point.
these down, but I'm like, don't remember if I wrote my handwritten my.
No, that's it was session 2. Can I get the column?
Column. That's
Column,
right.
yeah.
Callum, whatever his name was.
It's Star Wars. Everything pronounces everything differently.
Yeah, so you could put in a request with him to get some protection, because he kind of handles all that underworld weirdness.
Sure.
Yeah, she's like, I want protection from Kagatha the Hutt, and I want protection from the Children of the Void.
Well, the Children of the Void who can probably protect you from Kagatha, and I just have to ask, out of idle curiosity, what made you think you could get away with double-crossing Kagatha?
I needed money.
For?
Escape?
And you thought the best way to get it was to steal from a hut.
She was offering enough money, and she said she needed a bounty hunter, so I lied.
How much was it that you took from Kagatha? We've been a little vague on the exact quantity of credits.
Enough.
Okay, if we're gonna help you, we need information.
She's promise protection.
I can promise you, you're probably not going to leave this room ever again unless you start talking to us.
Now,
Whoa,
hold
whoa,
on, Trash.
Whoa.
I don't think that's the tone we were going for.
I don't think the tone we're going for is working, so...
Look, we can promise protection, but of course we have to know who we're protecting, right? That's what we're trying to establish is this balance. We can promise protection if you can assure us that you are the kind of person we'll feel comfortable protecting, because we wouldn't promise protection to Kagatha the Hutt. So
I am Seda Tret, a common woman from Umbara.
Sorry, can I get the name one more time? Seda?
Seda Tret.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Okay. So here's the thing. I would love to be able to protect you from Kagatha. In my head, it makes the most sense to protect you to pay off the debt that you owe her so she doesn't have bounty hunters looking for you. I can find out how much that is. Now, if I have to go looking myself, we might have to put you somewhere not as pleasant, not in a jail cell, but somewhere safe, like a very remote, off-world, like way out in the Outer Rim, ridiculous cloister of Jedi. Or if you give us all the information we're looking for, we could put you somewhere nice with moderate temperatures and nice rolling hills.
No, the Outer Rim one sounds perfect.
Okay.
Either
that
way,
sounds like what I need.
either way, so we protect you, but you tell us everything. That's the deal.
Yes.
Everything.
As long as I have your word that you will get me proper protection.
You have it.
yes,
That's all we've been trying to do for you.
we came
But
all
we
this
need
way to rescue
information.
you. I mean,
No, you came to get my information. You didn't come to rescue me. Don't lie about that.
Weird Jedi rescue is oh my
Just
god,
part
I
of the
lost the quote. Damn it. Never mind. I lost it. It was an awful Attack of the Clones quote.
I don't
Implied. Protection is implied in our mandate. I got there eventually. Protection is implied in our mandate.
I just wanted to watch you get there. I'm glad.
that was good.
She's like, fine. Listen, on Umbara, a masked person, a force user, came to our planet and was recruiting people. Seemed kind enough, seemed nice enough, said things that made a lot of sense about how things aren't equal in the galaxy and how the Force creates these imbalances of powerful and not powerful. And it sounded good. Sounded like something to follow. So I joined and traveled with this person. And that is as specific as I can get. I genuinely never saw this person's face. I know they wore black robes. I know they had a mask. I never heard their voice outside of a voice changer, so I really don't know more than that. They called themselves a lord, but that's all I got. I thought they might be a Jedi or something originally, And then we went to Moraband, and I realized that what they were doing was not what they said it was.
What were they doing?
I wasn't high enough level really to know. I didn't ever commit to the ceremonies much. I joined for a bit, traveled there, and didn't do when you're fully ready to commit, you have to give up your force energy. And I got scared when I saw that happening, and I saw the station they resurrected. I saw the world. I felt the energy of the world, and I just knew it wasn't right, so I ran. But I heard the thing about the holocron, the Sith holocron that they were looking for. And
What can you tell us about it?
All I know is it's a cube, a pyramid, and it's supposed to amplify the power of the station they found on Moraband. That's all I know, and that it could be found on a place called Malachor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I'm not sure of that. That was what I heard them say. I overheard them say that. Something about the place of the last great Sith battle or something. I don't rightly know that.
Blythe, I was wondering that, and this maybe is even too obscure for my esoteric, etc. move, but when you try to pierce the veil about something truly obscure, I'm wondering if now that I know more about these, like void force users giving up their connection to the force, is that act like something that maybe I've come across in my studies that, like, I don't know if I've even heard of the fact that you can give up your connection to the force.
You would have, honestly, you would have heard of like the stories of when Luke went to hide on Octu and cut himself off from the Force. You would have heard stories like that, but you would not have heard of whatever this is.
Okay, all right. So that is
like you've heard of like Jedi using it as a punishment, but not instead of it like in those situations. It's just like that person is no longer sensible. Like that, it's not the same feeling. It's just like, well, you can't sense that person in the Force as easily now. Like, cut off their connection, they can't use it anymore.
It's like a pinched hose versus cutting off the hose.
Yeah.
So, and the thing you felt was far stranger.
Yeah.
Than anything that you would have heard of with disconnecting from the Force.
Okay.
And I'm giving you that because that's happened in movies and.
Yeah.
So I think you would know this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she kind of like looks and she's like, and then to run away, I made it to Breldune. Kagatha was looking for someone who needed a job. I wanted money and I wanted a way to get free. So I took the bounty hunting job and ran.
Right.
Who was the bounty on? What was the job?
I don't. She like searches around, pats for a puck, and throws it out. And it's a Mandalorian. A very nondescript Mandalorian, but a Mandalorian. Someone like full armor. You can't even make out what their family crest is. Just like, I honestly, that's who I was looking for.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first family member to cross a hut the wrong way. So,
I think it was someone from. The most detail I got was from someone from Concord Dawn.
Oh. Well.
Someone who followed the way of the Mandalore.
All right.
That's all I know. But if you want the puck, you can take it. I don't have any interest in finding this person.
Yeah, I think I'll take it.
Yeah.
All yours, and hands it to you.
That's a good idea, Kira, because we could maybe cover 2 targets with one. We could keep Kagatha happy, and perhaps, well, if this person has done something worthy of bringing in, we don't want them to tarnish the name of Mandalore either.
Yeah, totally. Totally assume that the HUD is on the up and up.
Well, I'm not assuming that, but 50-50.
So yeah, she's like, that's the whole story. That is everything you need to know.
Thank you.
Now, get me to the most remote Jedi temple you can.
I will put in a call once we are done here.
Yeah.
Let's see what I can do for you.
She's like, okay.
All right.
And she grabs one of the pieces of like paste. One of the macarons, because those are canon in Star Wars now, and start eating.
Oh yeah, they totally are.
I forgot about that. The bright blue macarons.
Yeah. That is not a spoiler to anyone watching. They're just very, very obvious macarons in Mandalorian.
With extreme color dye.
Well, like, if you look at macarons nowadays, like,
They are pretty bright.
Yep.
they're so bright.
And delicious.
So delicious.
I just assumed those ones were made with blue milk. Like, that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
happens.
that's what I
Like
assumed.
Bantha
That-
milk macarons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
that tracks. Cool. Then I guess I will leave the room and start making calls to whoever I need to make calls to get her put on a somewhere remotely away from the rest of the galaxy. Some Jedi temple where she could assist people and live out her days. That's what she wants to do.
Yeah, she wants to be as far away from everything as possible so that the Children of the Void can't find her. So yeah, you can put in the request. It's going to take like a day or two to fully go through and get her off world.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's good because we've got some business to attend to this evening.
Yep. But some of the other Jedi in the temple come and collect, like the guards, the temple guards come and are like, show that she gets sent to a room and they basically lock her up in there. Not like in a bad way, but in a like, well, you'll be safe here.
Yeah,
And
protective custody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so now, it's getting to like evening time. The sun is setting. It's very pretty. The bar that Reyes told you about is it's on the upper level. It's very fancy. And it used to be like a popular Senate bar back during those older Republic days. Not the old Republic days, but like
Yeah.
yeah. And it's like it's got a nice view of the city. It kind of is just enough to overlook everything. It's quite nice. You've heard about it before.
I forget. Is the New Republic centered here? Like, is they take over? I just don't remember. This is now Republic Center, or if they moved it to a different planet.
They moved to a different planet. Coruscant
Okay.
is basically not being. It's not being. New Alderaan is the New Republic.
Okay.
They moved because Coruscant to them is cursed.
Sure.
It's still a very popular trade hub. It's still a very lush city, but basically they decided lots of people keep dying there. We're moving.
Yeah.
Couldn't
It
hurt.
is the New York to New Alderaan's Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically. So they
Okay.
shifted. And New Alderaan has a very nice memorial to the victims of Alderaan. Like, it's very lovely.
Cool.
So yeah. So this is not a Republic place anymore. So yeah. This bar is very fancy. It's very nice. It's the bougiest in the city. And this bounty hunter man has told you to meet him there.
All right. I will definitely dress in my best, my most bougie. It's gonna be great.
For Kieran, Jan has agreed to meet you in a little cafe that is on the Jedi Temple campus, but it's run by a local like artisan, so it's a little bookshop or like a little library datapad shop. where you can check out different things, and there's also some food and drink you can get. And it's her favorite spot to go because it's educational and also has good food. So that's where Jan has invited you to go, Kieran.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. Dorkler Candidate distracted me.
Because Dorkler Candidate is amazing and killing it.
I apologize. Could you give me some of that again?
It's a little library meets food and alcohol shop.
Right, okay.
That is on the campus of the Jedi Temple, and it is Jan's favorite place because you can research anything you want while eating good food.
Kind of like the university bookstore kind of setup, right?
Like nicer than that.
Yeah. Okay, so before that, I was hoping to have a little bit of a scene where Kieran calls Kira into his cabin on the ship, and he's like got all this armor set up on the I think he has like a, what is that called when you have like a clothes horse but for your armor, and it's
like a mannequin?
But it's not a mannequin, it's just like a stick with the crossbar and you just set your armor on it.
Yeah, it's like the dress a dress form kind of situation.
Yeah,
it's not a dress form, but it's like for suits.
Right.
You do the same thing for suits and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like you always see
Armor
the
stand, according to Dorkler Canada.
It's like a there.
It's like a
You know
stand.
what? I'm not
that
a
you put your
valet. I
armor
don't
on.
know specific words.
Yeah, so it's an armor stand. So all of his like proper armor is set over there, and he's got this like little bit nicer tunic and slacks sort of thing going on, and he's like trying to get Kira to come in, like, hey, does this look all right? Like I'm supposed to go meet with Jedi Jan, and I want to look respectful.
Yeah, respectful. Totally what you're going for there. Respectful.
Look, maybe I got a shot, maybe I don't, but I gotta do my best.
Okay, fine.
That is something he would only say to Kira, not not if anyone else was around.
Okay, fine. And like I want to go through like a mini montage where like Kira roots through your entire closet and starts throwing stuff around and like holding up different things, and it's like, no, this is too bright. This one's, and like finds you the perfect outfit that is a nice blend of like, I am your epitome of librarian with like the perfect cut to show off how ripped you are.
Yeah. All right.
We worked hard on that.
Nice. That's teamwork right there. That's family. And just I added it on our name tags. We didn't mention it for a while, and double check. Trash is human, right?
No, trash is
Twilight.
No, Twilight.
Oh, whoops. Okay, I mislabeled that. Apologies.
Oh.
And then I put Achani for Shio. And I know we had mentioned it before, but Pooja and I are Umbaran, or sort of near human Umbaran mixed ancestry. So we're generally sort of lavender toned skin. So
Then
going
I
for the
really
ripped
dark
librarian
hair.
look.
Or
Yeah.
I have like pure white hair, silvery tones,
Right.
and Kieran has black, really like raven night hair.
Right, and that's essentially, and otherwise we're almost identical. So anyway, just worth noting that we're purple.
It's adorable that you are like you do this whole thing. You find the perfect outfit. Trash. What are you doing? Are you helping Shio?
No, I think I'm just gonna go hang out on the ship and drink.
Well, I
Like-
mean, Kira's gonna be free in a bit, so.
I know, but like,
I'm gonna join him with all the noodles because no
Yeah.
one else is gonna eat them. So we're just gonna have like massive containers of noodles and
Yeah.
booze
exactly.
and put something up on the
Like,
holovid.
I've had enough time in the bars here. I don't need to go back out there. I want to stay close to this lady because I don't fully trust her. So, as long as she's in the temple or wherever somewhere and we're parked at the temple, I'll just hang out in the ship and we'll wait.
RB comes over and goes to the bar and like mixes you a drink and brings it to you.
Exactly. I have trained you well.
He's like, got like a whole little tray and kind of sits it down and goes over to get the noodles, started getting them heated up, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. Shio,
Mm-hmm.
you step outside the temple, and somehow there is a speeder waiting for you. You're not sure how he knew or figured this out, but there is a speeder waiting for you to take you to the bar.
Does the driver have a sign?
Yep. He's like standing out there with a little data pad that says your name. Or says
The name I gave him.
name, but says like it says Cassius in air quote, like in Arabic air quote. Like,
All right, cool. That means I don't have to keep up the bad Corellian accent when I get there. Shio was going to, as he's stepping out of the temple, you see him in the outfit he's put together, which is a very dark blue, almost crushed velvet-esque tunic with black pants and black boots with silver piping that match the silver of his hair and his eyes.
nice.
And with because he saw that Ray also enjoyed a good cape, is wearing a cape that is that same color blue on the outside, but is lined with the same color silver as the piping.
Nice.
And he will go ahead and get into the transport.
Cool. It takes you up to the bar.
Good.
It takes you straight there. The driver opens the speeder for you, or the speeders don't really open like that. But he kind of like motions, helps you out, and he's like, Reyes will be waiting for you inside.
Thank you. I don't know. Do I tip it?
He's like, no tip needed. I am paid quite handsomely by Sir Reyes.
Very well then. Thank you very much.
Bows and like the doors are very elaborate and like they have very intricate like carvings on them to this place. Like this place is nice. This place is bougie AF.
Here for it. All right, he goes in.
All right. You walk in and you see there's obviously like there's a droid manning a podium and getting people seated, and then the droid sees you, and Reyes is in the back. Like he kind of waves, and the droid turns and looks, is like gets the idea and brings you over to Reyes. Reyes is dressed in all black. He has like one of those nice like blazer capes where you can like the arms kind of stick out. He looks very, very slick, and his horns seem just polished enough. And he's like, I wasn't sure if you'd show.
Well, with a invitation like that, how can I refuse?
Please have a seat. And he like scooches over. It's a round booth. This is my favorite place on Coruscant.
I can see why.
I managed to get the place privately too. As soon as these folks from earlier clear out, we'll have the place to ourselves.
Well then.
Only the finest.
I can see you're someone who appreciates fine things.
Now, please, tell me, who are you really? I gathered someone important, possibly Jedi business, but definitely not Cassius from Corellia.
No. Well, trying to decide if I want. I mean, I feel like I should try to get a read on him, but it worked so well last time. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a read on him. I don't want to. Yeah, let's do a. Oh no. If I'm trying to read him, I can use judgment. Yeah, instead of the.
Sure.
Okay, good. We're gonna do. Actually, that's the same either way. That's cute. That is a 8.
All right. He's interested in you. He finds.
And I mean, like, does it look like he's actually like? Is he mining for information? Is he making small talk? Like, I'm trying to get an intention.
He's interested in you. That intention is real.
Mm-hmm.
He is trying to get information as to who would want to destroy his bounty pucks. But also, he genuinely wants a good date. So you can kind of, the intention is, why did you do what you do? Why did you do what you did? But also, hot man, who cares?
Sure. Yeah, so I'll it was Jedi business. I apologize for what happened earlier. It just seemed to be the quickest way to to make things more interesting. And you certainly have made things more interesting.
I've been told I'm quite good at that. But I'm curious. It's no matter to me. The bounty pucks I make money regardless of who brings those in. But why specifically those?
Someone important to our work was unfortunately on the wrong side of the law. We needed to find them first, and the less people looking for them, the better.
Wish more bounty hunters would try that. That'd be a smarter move on their part. And he just kind of laughs and takes a drink. It's like, so, what brings an Achani, well, such as yourself, to Coruscant?
Just Jedi business. And I explain kind of what I normally do for the Jedi, like acquiring antiquities and all that kind of thing, and explain that basically that we're looking for more information on acquiring antiquities, specific antiquities. Can get into details, obviously, Jedi business, but yeah, and start regaling him with some of the stories of my past experiences, like fighting a dragon and.
He's like, oh, you like a good adventure, do you?
Oh,
I picture him swirling a martini glass.
Oh, he is definitely the most interesting man in the world.
I don't have one, but he is swirling a martini glass and lounging back. He's very into everything you're saying, especially the dragon. He's like, you fought a dragon and lived. Like, he is fascinated. And he's like, well, maybe we should spar sometime. You sound like quite the swordsman.
Well, I don't know if you know this about my people, but the Ishani use fighting and sparring as a form of communication. You can really learn a lot about someone getting into a hand-to-hand confrontation.
He's like, oh, is that so? I say we should try that sometime.
I would be open to that.
Well, I have quite a nice place on Coruscant here, or we can go back to yours.
Well,
After
mine,
dinner,
of course, mine is probably occupied at this moment. So to avoid any acquaintance entanglements, perhaps yours would be best.
That sounds absolutely lovely. Now, let's get the waiter over here, and we'll jump over to Kieran and Jan, but he gives you like a dinner menu, and it's very, very nice. Like, it's a lot of like fancy like noodle bowls and Ronto wraps with seasonings from nice, like, but they're nice. They're not like the shitty ones you buy on the street. So yeah, lots of nice food. The macarons are a staple. They're all different colors. So cutting over to Jan and Kieran now.
Yes, present.
Jan is waiting at the table, and she's got a data pad, and she's like reading and opening her holocron, and like there's a bunch of notes on this table from her. She's like waiting there for you to greet her.
Yeah, cool. I think even without thinking about it, I'm picturing like a little square table. Was that accurate?
It's a little square table by a window.
Yeah, rather than sit across though, I sit on the like side, and because I'm like, oh yeah, look, and I brought my notes as well. So with the initial intention of like, oh yeah, here we could look at the notes together, and then also realizing like, oh, okay, I'm probably invading whatever. But that's for viewer. Kieran has not thought that far ahead. That's he just like sits down next to her, and they're sort of like elbow to elbow, going over notes, and
she's like, oh, so earlier after you left, I found this on Jocasta New, and I think you really like it. And hold on, and she like goes and digs through her stuff and pulls out like a little mini render, like a little mini statue of Jocasta New, and she's like, we have these. They're not sold in the gift shop or anything. I think this is just like a nice artifact someone made of her. So I think you should have it.
Oh, thank you. This is incredible. I will definitely keep this. There aren't that many accurate holograms of her, and this is great. I never had such a clear view of what she looked like.
I honestly have no idea where it came from, but I found it in the library, and I was like, I know who would absolutely appreciate this. I thought of you instantly.
Oh, thank you. That is so thoughtful. I really that's just really nice.
So she's like, I try. I like to give nice things when I find them. So this is my favorite place. It's a library and a food shop, so you can eat and not have to leave to do research.
Is an incredible idea, and I don't know why our temple hasn't come up with this. Constantly having to leave to eat or forgetting to eat and stumbling out of the library. And
my master many times told me I needed to remember to eat, and then I would forget, and it was a frequent problem.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
She like giggles very loud, and she's like, okay, so there was a great selection of teas. They also have a great selection of alcohol. And also food.
Right. Well, I mean, it is after hours. I mean, maybe a drink would be nice.
Yes. Let me get us a drink menu. And she gets up and like goes up to the front and grabs a couple of menus and comes back and hands over the like data pads with because they don't use paper in Star Wars.
Paper. What?
Papier. So yeah, she like hands you a drink menu, and she like just clicks the thing she wants and orders it, and it's like, please get anything, my treat.
Oh, thank you. That I'll just pick something. I think actually I was gonna say Kieran didn't have a lot of experience with this, but I think his sister is a healthy drinker, and his friend Trash certainly knows his way around the bar. I think he orders something that he has been led to believe is sophisticated. I don't know if it actually is or not, but it's that's
okay. So you order like she like kind of looks at it and she's like, oh, that's a good one, good choice. And
thank you. That's a favorite of my sister's. Oh,
who's your sister?
Oh, well, she came with us earlier in the Mandalorian armor.
Oh, you're a Mandalorian Jedi.
Well, yeah, in the manner of speaking, I suppose that's accurate. His cheeks go a little darker purple.
Have you seen the Darksaber in person?
Well, the Mandalore brings it to the presentations and speeches. I haven't seen it up close. I've not met the Mandalore. I don't think so. Pooja, have we? No. Okay.
I don't think we would have. It's as much as anybody meets the Mandalore, who's not actually important.
Like we've probably been to when they do a Pope out on the balcony sort of a Mandalore presentation of like showing off the Darksaber and everything. so yeah, we've been to an address, but not up close. That's I've read about it in the archives, which were fascinating to research. I still don't fully understand its construction, but it's really interesting.
She's like, I would love to get my hands on it someday for the same reason. I don't quite understand how they constructed it, and I've built many lightsabers before, but not a darksaber. So, what's life on Mandalore like?
Well, it's a bit more spread out, and the Wren family has
Like Sabine Wren,
well,
the
yes,
artist.
yes, Sabine Wren is our grandmother.
She gets very wide-eyed, I have so many of her pieces.
Oh, really?
I collect art.
Well, yeah, she was prolific. I'm also a fan of hers. I'm not an artist myself, but I am. Yes, she's. But what I meant to say is the Wren family is less centered on Mandalore as a place and has, spread out a bit. So I haven't actually spent a lot of time on Mandalore. I've been training with the Jedi, and so I don't know. You might actually have visited it more than I have.
Oh no, I've never been.
Oh, okay.
Most of my I'm mostly a cataloger and a librarian. I don't really get to travel much, so I haven't left Coruscant much.
Well, that's been a lot of focus of my study as well, but Master Shio was sent on this assignment, and I was allowed to come along because I've researched some of the details that are behind what we're trying to look for, and it's really kind of kind of the most thorough experience I've had of taking my research out into the field, and I'm really excited to get to do this.
She's like, what are you researching? Maybe I can help.
Oh, well, that's an excellent point. And I think it doesn't even occur to him to not share the information. And
no.
It's just like, oh, well, so we're researching this temple that moves around on Moraban. And wait, Moraban?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's possible that it's this Sith temple that turns into a battle station. And
No.
And so she's like, as the drinks arrive, she starts pulling up everything she has on Moraband and starts helping you do research.
Okay.
Before we have to get going because it's one.
Yeah.
So let's wrap up with what Kira and Trash are doing on the ship, and we'll pick up on what happens at the end of these dates next session.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We have been eating noodles and drinking whiskey, passing the bottle back and forth, and watching. What are we watching, Kira?
Coruscant Heights.
Very trashy, very much the life of young 20-somethings making it in the big city planet.
It turns out we both have a soft spot for that show.
Yep.
That is hilarious.
So it's a total marathon as we get drunk and eat noodles.
Yep.
All right.
We are trying to hook Arby on it. Arby has better taste than we do.
Yep. Much better. Arby refuses to come in.
Arby gives you drinks every now and then goes to watching he has like a droid stories that he loves, all about this droid who is traveling the universe and is like an adventurer type, and it's it is an R2 solo show.
All
It's
right.
based on the famous R2D2 but all of his famous adventures and all the fun, and it's so fictionalized. Nothing in it is accurate, but he loves it because he gets to see a droid be cool. So yeah. All right, it's 1, so we gotta get going because I know some people have some things to do. So let's wrap this up. This has been Star Wars Silence in the Force for this session. Let's start with Joey.
Hey guys, I'm Joey. You can find me on the socials at Joey Nestra. You can also see me every Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. on It's Probably Okay. This website. Games You Never Play is the other thing I do right now. We are playing Shades of Gotham, which is super fun. We're playing very small potatoes, crooks, and villains in Gotham, trying to make our way uptown and make names for ourselves and carve out a bit of Gotham for ourselves. Super, super fun. Lots of great times. Highly recommend you come and check it out. 7 p.m. on Games You Never Play. We are currently on hiatus at Happy Jack's RPG podcast for our Vampire 5e game, The Glittering Knight. That should be back at the beginning of the new year. So in the meantime, you have all this time to catch up on those episodes. It's very, very good. Lots of fun. I play a completely different character. And so check that out. That's on Happy Jack's RPG podcast website, www.happyjacks.org/shows.
All right, Pooja.
Hi, I'm Pooja. You can find me on Twitter at LADaisy Girl. That's LADESI Girl. Pretty much everywhere else is Forgotten Saves. I am also on the Happy Jacks, and besides our great Vampire 5e game, I am in our Call of Cthulhu 5th edition, 7th edition? I don't remember anymore. Our Call of Cthulhu game, Murmurs at the Abyss. And we are fast careening towards the conclusion of at least this first season. So if you want to catch up on that, there is a lot of insanity. There's a lot of insanity. And also Einstein. And you can also find me on the 12-Sided Stories podcast. We have our Heliotrope game coming out now, and that is also coming to its conclusion. It's really great, fully audio produced podcast. Highly recommend.
Woo. Jay, where can people find you?
You can find me on the socials at Jay Holtham, and otherwise you can find me playing games generally with Pooja on 12-Sided Stories in the Heliotrope game, and some upcoming more insanity to be ready for, as well as sometimes on Happy Jacks and here. So that's where you can find me.
Woo. Jason.
Hi, that's me. You can find my stuff here. It's my channel. It's probably okay. That's also my Twitter. You can follow my stuff there. I do a lot of No Man's Sky streaming. I'm toying with, I think Sundays I might switch from No Man's Sky to start playing XCOM, just for fun, because I like very punishing games for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, this is pretty much my only tabletop game right now is here. And I want to like second or third the Heliotrope recommendation. It's super, super fun. If you haven't checked that out, I just got caught up yesterday and it's awesome. It's a really, really good story. And if you want to check out the game we're using to play Star Wars, it's called Demigods. You can go to demigodspbta.com. And that's, I think there's a link to it there's a link in chat right now. So, and also after Blythe says goodbye, I've got a raid for us to go check out. Q Times, they're doing a bunch of fun stuff today. Thanks everyone for joining us here. I know there's a lot of fun things to watch Saturday morning, so thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. Awesome. Sorry, I was checking messages on some things, but I have been your GM, Blythe Kala, and I am very excited to go eat food now. But you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch at BlytheKala93. You can also find me every other Monday on Happy Jack's RPG, playing in a new game that is starting this Monday at 7 p.m. And is that what I'm doing? Is that everything I'm doing right now? I think that's everything I'm doing right now. But you can check out my YouTube videos. I talk about Star Wars a lot. I haven't made one in a while because life, but I will make more. But there's some really great ones up there already, so please watch them. And this has been It's Probably Okay. You can watch Star Wars Silence in the Force, 10 a.m. It's Probably Okay. Or you can go to the VODs for Probably Okay Games and catch up on all the things you missed and me making quality noises.
So many good noises.
It's true.
Such good noise.
The best noises.
It's true. All right, I'm gonna throw up our raid invite here. I'm gonna take us to our closing screen. Thank you, everyone. Sign up, go say hi to Q Times for us, and we will see you next time.
Have
Bye.
a good one. Bye.